Hello.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How's your day going?
Really good. Yeah, really good. Very, very good. How about you?
Um, I, I, it's
Uh,
going. I'm tired,
okay.
but
Okay.
yeah. So I just, I don't know. I had some good games. You probably need my like OP.gg or something
Oh yeah,
first.
like link me up with GG. Yeah.
Uh, sure. Um, I have like League of Graphs on. Okay. So this is the account I'm currently ranking up right now.
Okay, that's good.
It's not my main because my main I don't know what happened, but I just decided to practice jungling there, so I'm just using this for my ADC.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Tell
I
me.
had some. I mostly play Jinx and Vayne.
Mhm.
I have um I don't know. I'm just seem to be very hard stack Emerald 4, like 60 LP. Whenever I go above that, I seem to lose. And
Okay.
I can't get beyond there. I know in many of these games, like the ones I had recently, like with those with many deaths, the reason why is because I'm just coming back from college super tired, and then I try to play something
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I can't. Like I would dodge a Kali E and then I would flash back into it. It's I don't know. So I decided to just stop playing that like those times and just try to do a few games when I'm like fully awake because you have to like have total concentration.
I agree. Like to me personally, like what helped me this season be more consistent is having a schedule. Right. Basically, I
Right.
play between 2 and 7 p.m. That's it. That's all. That's how I should play every
I
day. That's it.
I think I should. The only time I actually can play is actually in the morning before the classes because I have like 5 classes. Like I'm in my senior year in college,
Mhm.
and after them, I actually feel like I can barely move.
Yeah, so
There's no mental capacity left. Definitely not for League.
try
So
to get a schedule going, right? Play when
yeah,
you feel like you can play, and when
yeah,
you feel
yeah,
like you're tired, you can't, you don't. And this helped me a lot to just be more consistent, right?
yeah. I have like 57% win rate on Vayne, but if I didn't play when I was like that tired, I think it would be a little bit higher.
Yeah, for sure.
But the reason why I asked for coaching is because I had some games when I was fully awake, when I
Hmm.
did really well,
Hmm.
and I still couldn't carry it, and I didn't know like that guy. When I went 12-3 in Jinx, this game specifically, I I just did not know what to do, and I felt like I did everything right, but again, maybe I just missed something, and there was something I could have done to potentially carry that game. I just
Yeah,
don't know what it
potentially.
would be.
Especially
That
since
game,
I see that your damage is really low,
yeah, I was.
which is surprising.
Their Camille and Nefiri were applying insane amount of pressure, so I was staying outside of their like flash ult ranges,
Hmm.
and only turning when like they would use the cooldowns. But I don't know.
Do you
And
have
that's
the
actually
game
another
recorded?
thing. Yeah, I have the
Oh,
recorded.
okay, great.
The another thing is that I also feel like I have high KDA but like low damage in many of my games because I'm very trying to keep up my farm and stay ahead in levels so that when the fight happens, when my damage actually matters, I just one shot them.
Oh, so you say
At
you try
least,
to keep up in CS, but yeah, we have, for example, like we have 6.5 average, right? That's not really that good, right? So
no,
my
that's not.
understanding is that mid game you probably struggle a lot. That's my
Yeah, I
understanding
do. Yeah.
because that's when you get most of your CS in the mid game.
Yeah, it's also not very consistent. Like I had like 10 CS submitted on Jinx like 3 games ago, I think, and then some other games it's yeah, like when I went 8-0 Jinx, yeah, but then some other games I just not very consistent, I think.
Yeah,
But on
that's good.
Jinx I do better in CS. In Vayne is just painful because
I agree. It's
it's
harder
like
to farm on Vayne. I agree. I agree.
it's also that like if you go like 6 CS submit on Vayne in lane, you cannot get more than that after that because you have no wave clear. Whereas on Jinx, if you go 6 CS per minute in lane, you can get way more in the mid game because you have so much AoE wave clear.
But let me ask you
It's
this:
sort of.
if you grab every single wave in the mid game, how much CS per minute do you think that is?
If I grab every wave, I usually get 10 because I will push the wave, take chickens, push the wave, take wolves, or rotate to
Okay,
any
but why
fight.
don't you
And
take
then just,
every minion, right?
I do minions first and then the camps.
Yeah, so it's like 2 waves every minute, which is at least
Yeah.
12 minions, potentially 13, 14, depending on cannon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can say you can only get 6 minions. It means you're getting 1 wave out of the 2 waves, right?
I never take camps in vain, and I also tend to just leave waves, I think, on vain because
Yeah, I think that's my understanding, because I don't think the champion matters as long as you just grab those mid waves, right? You don't need a way to grab the mid waves.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? That's my understanding.
I just feel obligated to join the fight because it would take too long for me to push the wave in on vain, I feel like.
Well, we are gonna take a look at some examples, maybe see what's happening, right?
Okay.
Because I don't think it's necessarily champion specific, tied to the champion you play. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Do you want to review like one of my Vayne games or Jinx first? Because I have like one for each.
Just up to you what you think you could learn the most from, right?
I guess I could do
maybe Vayne, so we can look at this issue, right? Let's see why you can't farm with Vayne as well, right?
Okay.
Let's go for that.
So yeah, we can do that. So there's which one is it? I guess let's look at the 7 that Vayne game that you have selected right now. And which one is it again? It is 17367. It is this one.
In this game you have 8 CS a minute, right? It's much better.
Yeah, that game, that's actually the one I really wanted to review because I felt like that game specifically I played very well, and I just didn't know what to do. The other Vayne games, yeah, I know kind of what I did wrong there. But this one specifically is a good example, I think. I sent you the file. Do you know how to run it?
Oh, that's like a replay file?
Yeah. So, do you know how to
I think I remember. Why?
You go to C, and then you go Riot Games League of Legends.
League of Legends.
And then you go to game. No, go back. Yeah, you go to game. And then
drag it here.
You create shortcut. You create shortcuts. So right click, create shortcut. And then drag that onto your desktop, that shortcut. Yeah, and now go to download the file that I sent and then drag it on top of the shortcut.
Oh, I remember now, yeah.
Hopefully it's gonna work.
Yeah, if it's the same patch, it should work. I remember I used to do this when I started, like when I didn't know how to record stuff properly. I used to do something like this, yeah.
It's also like helps because you can look at there's so much information there.
Let me just behaving in a weird way. I didn't maintain my settings. Oh yeah, it's default settings. It's weird. Anyway, doesn't matter. Good. I mean, I guess I can keep some audio, but just mute the music. There we go. Good. So let's take a look. First of all, what's your... I need to have a bigger map for sure. What's your thought process before you start the game, right? That's the most important thing, I would say.
Right. So my thought process is that Lily is pretty useless pre-6, so I can afford to play somewhat aggressive if there's a window for it. Yasuo doesn't really roam. I remember that I don't have to worry about Ornn pre 10 minutes because that's when he's gonna get TP, but I should be careful of it after that. In terms of the lane, I typically want to look for an all-in and like keep the wave closer to my side of the tower, so that Maokai has the easiest time possible trying to look for an engage, and then whenever Janna wastes her tornado, I should try to look to get as much free poke and or damage as possible. But if she has tornado, then I should be careful because I might get blown up by Samira.
Okay, so
that's my basic plan.
yeah, that's basic plan for the game, I would say. Like, but let's go a bit deeper into like what matters a lot more in the early game for you, right?
Okay.
So, for example, if you look at the bot matchup right now, what's your thought process about it? How do you analyze it? Let's say.
I want the wave to push into B, but not be too big.
Okay,
so
that's the wave.
I can run them
sure,
down.
The wave, yeah, you can run. Yeah, that's true. But what about their abilities, their champions? What can they do to stop you?
Janna has the slow and tornado, and Samira has her wind wall.
Yeah. Okay. So Janna basically like the tornado. That's the most important part. The tornado, right?
Yeah.
And Samira W in case you are a condemned or whatever, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you and Maokai have?
Maokai has he goes on her and then pushes her into me.
So she's got like a root, right? The root that also pushes.
Push, yeah.
And you have condemned, right?
Yes.
Good. That's what we care about, right? That's all we care about.
Yeah.
If Janna tornado misses, Maokai can engage for free, for example, right?
Yes.
That's what I care. Or if Maokai goes on Janna, then he gets tornadoed and they want to go on Samira, maybe it's a bit difficult to go on Samira, okay?
Yeah.
I say this because I want you to just expect what's about to happen. If something happens, you just know what to do exactly, right? Janna tornado misses, you want to go in. That's a good habit to have. Okay. Now let's get into the... I mean, I want to mention as well, like summoner spells, right? You have Ghost. She's got Cleanse. So they might be a bit stronger.
I keep track of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So like if they have heal, I wouldn't try to flash on them or something.
Yeah, or if they have Cleanse, you expect, she's gonna cleanse if she gets rooted.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the actual game and what you do. So when you come level 1, you sit here under turret. Is this something normal you do?
Only if my jungler's topside. If he's botside, then I sit in the tri-bush at like the very edge there, so that I can like a little bit above Maokai, so that I can go either path if they invade.
Okay, so let's talk about how I see League and how I try to win. Like what helped me just win more games, what mentality win more games, and that's I want to do whatever it takes at all times to be in the game, to help my team, to do something towards victory every single minute, right? And starting level 1, before minion spawn, you can already do something super important, right? Which is covering the jungle. And you might be like, okay, but what if they invade, right? Okay. So basically, if you stay here, for example, and they invade, you just see them from miles away. You just run, you're fine. You have Q, you're Vayne, right? Even if you don't have Q, you're fine. If they flash on you, you flash, no problem. You see them coming. Great. But let's say you want to stay here. This is where I stay. A lot of people, or let's take the blue side example. That's more obvious. So if you're blue side and you just go level 1 in this brush, what could happen is that the enemies just invade like this. Boom. And you only see them like here. Or they're already next to you. That's bad, right? You kind of die. So what you can do level 1, and even though your jungle is topside, right? You want to make sure you provide vision because you don't want your jungle to be invaded, or you don't want enemies to place wards in your jungle because that's really helpful, right? For them. So what you can do is, if you are red side, for example, this game, right? You just stay around here. Around this brush, right? You don't have to be in the brush because you might be like, hey, it's too close. But if you sit behind the brush, like around here, and you just move back forward a little bit, if they invade from here, from like here, you just see them, you back off, you're fine. And that's because your vision range like exceeds, is basically like you stay here, your vision range sees everywhere, and there's like no brush in front of you that's going to disrupt you, because this brush doesn't really disrupt you like at all. That's not a bother, right? But let's say if you stay where Maokai is staying, if enemies are smart, they invade like this, behind the brush, and then they just go instantly. And now it's kind of late, right? It's too late. They got you. That's why you want to stay in the middle of the river. Stay here, or if you're blue side around here. Same goes if you stay here, you stay here. Or like right now where Janna is, this is where I stay usually. And you usually want to stay here as blue side as ADC, and here as ADC on your red side. And your support should do the opposite, here and here, right? But if the support stays here, you can go here, no problem. Right? And we do this again because it's so important to prevent any invades or whatever. You're helping your team a lot.
Okay.
Right? Because if you do here, if you stay here, we provide no value. Or it's even worse, like if something happens mid, you want to be ready to just move right away. Before minions spawn.
Okay.
Oops. So you want to be useful as much as possible because that's how you win. You just put yourself in the game at all times. You never want to AFK and do nothing when there's something that could be done. So let's see how we play this.
Here I'm just trying to keep the wave in the middle and then get level 2 first, so I can all in them.
Okay, that's solid, sure. Okay, Maokai tries to go in, you just queue in. This is fine. You don't overtrade because you don't want a 1v2 trade after.
I just don't want to take minion aggro.
And minion aggro, of course. But yeah, like one thing you could do.
That too, yeah.
One thing you could do is like when you see your support, you know, getting in this brush or playing for brushes, you want to stay a bit lower as well. So you are ready in case something happens, right? Because for example, if you were staying a bit closer here, right, and he engages on her, you would have basic Q, which is better than starting with Q, right? I'm pretty sure you know that.
So it would be auto and then Q, okay.
Yeah, if you were staying closer, you would auto Q, not Q, then auto. Because auto Q is faster, right? It's a basic attack reset.
Okay,
and this only happened like you lost one basic because we were not playing with our support, right? We want to play with our team at all costs. It's a team game. That's my goal. I want to play with the team, right? So we just want to stick closer to your support, especially if you have an engaged support. You want to be ready to engage. Or to follow up and engage, right? And also...
I get 2 after this minion, yeah.
I just want to say, when there's like a minion left, that's what you need to do. You ping to go in. This is good. And you want to move forward. Right? You
I pinged.
But you also need to move forward. You're still staying back, you see? And now when you get level 2, it's like you're too far anyway. Right? You're still really far. And you see, like, you're allowing them to breed, basically. That's what's happening at level 2.
The reason why I didn't walk up here is because I was afraid that if I walk up, they would just walk back, and by the time I would get level 2, they would be too close to their turret. So I was like trying to pretend that I'm not planning to do anything at all, so that they stay in that position. But I don't know if that makes sense.
But what if you do that, though? What's gonna happen is that your Maokai will be too far as well, because if you don't walk up, Maokai will not walk up either.
I guess, yeah.
And in this case, they're stupid anyway, but you just wanna be aggressive, apply pressure. You know, as stronger, if you're stronger, you'll go in earlier. Right? And even if you, like in this case, for example, if you were closer, you know, you'd already be in basic attack range here, right? You would be closer. So it would be better off anyway. In this case, it doesn't matter as much because they were stupid, but most of the time you just wanna, like, even if you don't get an engage on them, you basic. That's a ton of damage. They can do anything.
Yeah, I still win because I'm level 2 and I do my W thing. Yeah.
So you're just allowing them to breed for no reason, right? And also, we know that Maokai has the root at level 1, right? So it's like if you walk up, he starts rooting, and then after he roots, he gets level 2 because his mina dies. You still can use the second ability after that. It's not a problem. He root it first.
Right. Yeah.
But again, if you don't go right away, we are allowing them to breed. There's so much distance, and also you don't want to use your abilities before you get level 2. You just use your Q. Now you don't have Q to go in, right? It's really awkward. That's what you want to practice level 2. That should be your habit. So remember, you know, when there's one minion left to get level 2, just step up, you know. So basically this minion is left. I would move up, basic, and then just go.
I should have walked up here and not used my Q.
You just walk up, hit, and then just go. That's the habit you should make. Because like my purpose today and in every coaching session I do is to just look at mistakes and turn them into good habits. And why habits? Because habits are the easiest way to learn. You just do something automatically after a while if it's a habit, right?
Right.
So now, from now on, like you're just gonna, for example, I don't know, you play a few games in a couple of days, and every game you play at level 2, you focus on, okay, I know we are stronger. We know Jana, like they have Jana Tornado. We have Maokai Root. You know, it's much stronger, of course. So, you know, you win. And if you get level 2 first, okay, we go for the level 2 play. And when there's 1 minion alive, you start walking up. That's a habit you want to build. And if you just worry about it only in your games for a couple days, at the beginning is going to be hard to remember, let's say. But after a while, like you're going to do it in every single game because it's just a habit, you know what you're supposed to do, right? And it's the same with everything else in League. Before level 1, you know exactly where to be. It's a habit now, right? Analyzing the matchups and seeing their strong stabilities. It's going to be a habit. Walking up level 2, going to be a habit, and so on. That's our goal, right? We just want to become better overall without having to mentally drain ourselves every time we play League, right? Especially because there are some things that you just do without thinking after a while. And you want those things to be good habits, not bad habits, right?
Yeah, I want to autopilot, but autopilot correctly.
Yeah, like that's the power of habits. Even if you autopilot, you're still doing much better than somebody that didn't even bother to get those good habits settled in first of all, right? Okay. So now we just
and the wave is just doomed because of Vayne. But yeah.
There's only one concern I have, which is you don't have vision, right? I should do this like that. Because don't think you know where
I just, yeah, in my mind, Lily has pre-6 and I have Ghost. So worst case, I could just Ghost out. I just really didn't want to.
If you have a reason, yeah. I mean, fix the wave fine. I would say, like, I would advise. So basically, the way I play. So this is again like add this to your habit list. After you do something level 2, you know, works out, doesn't work out, either way, you finish this wave and then you ward, then you focus on the third wave. Because that wave leader is coming, you know, you have time to live.
So it wouldn't recall?
No, so basically something happens level 2, let's say, right? And Maokai goes in, flash, whatever. Let's say Maokai misses the Q or whatever. Okay, nothing is happening anymore. Cool. We get these 2 minions, we go here, we ward somewhere, I don't know, depending on where you think Lea's gonna come, we can even ward deep or just here, anywhere, whatever. If you ward here, then you focus on the third wave, but now it's different, we are secure. Lea cannot gank us no matter what, right?
Yeah.
And if there's like a weird case like this where, you know, there's an all-in, you actually win, it's a bit different, right? But that's the exception.
Yeah.
Usually you are not gonna get a kill level 2, most of the time you won't. Right?
Yeah, usually I would try to push the wave in and then get vision and then to play aggressively.
Yeah, but when you go for the level 2 play, I like doing this as well, right? You just get those first 3 minions from the second wave, you try something, you finish the other 3 casters, vision, worry about third wave. It's just a habit, I do it every time, works every time, it's never wrong. Right?
Okay.
That's when you play for level 2. When you play under turret, safe because they have long range, blah, 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 that's a different story, you know? But this is like a nice strategy you can implement level 2. And you can start making more strategies like this, depending on matchups, depending on, okay, they have Draven and Blitz. Okay, I'm not going to get close. I'm going to touch the wave, let them push as soon as possible, right? And you just try to figure out some strategies that work for you for a champion based on your matchups. And the level 2 one here, like this, could be applied no matter what, if you're like in a winning matchup, like you are right now. Okay, and yeah, I just want to emphasize the fact that warding after the second wave is so important because a lot of junglers, when they see you're pushing like this, right, and they start bot side,
try to punish.
they do raptors, they're level 3, I'm pretty sure, and they just come bot, they don't care. They do 3 camps, they gank bot, free kill, right?
Yeah.
So this is why one ward. This happens so often, it's insane. Okay. Yeah, so far the thing is that, you know, in this game, these things don't really matter as much because enemies just inted. Lila wasn't bot, right? But that's just you being lucky. Like in a normal game, they will matter a lot, right?
Right.
And you just want, you know, like you just want to be as consistent as possible, and you want things to just work every time properly. Okay. Let's see. They have a huge wave, so you just let it crash and you get it. That's fine, not much you can do. Let's see how you handle here if Maokai wants to engage. He probably won't. Unless Nuno comes.
Is Nuno coming to do something? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
you know, if you know it's bad, you can just not go, just back off. But it's fine, you don't lose minions, it's okay.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about this little thing. You could also, like, other habit you could have to build slowly is, you know, you look at this cannon minion, right? What do you think Samira wants to do, right? What does she want?
She's gonna go for it, yeah.
So how about we just basic queue her for free in these kind of cases?
Yeah,
Or, you know,
I could have done some free damage there.
And it's the same with another minion. Look, she wants to go basic. She won't deny that. And so on. Like when there's low HP minion on her side, and you have the power, the higher range, you know, you could do it. But now Nuno is coming, we should go, we should go, we should go. Too late. Right? In this case, you know, you bet going faster would have damaged Samir a bit more, which, you know, matters a little bit, you would say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here, like, when somebody likes ganking you, right? Want to be prepared to just follow up already, right?
So right here, I should ghost on them.
You should just go. Ghost. I would just ghost and go.
Yeah, okay.
Not screw the minions, whatever, right?
Yeah, it's frozen anyways. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing here, right? Nuno is coming back, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Look where your Maokai is. Look where you are, right? You're nowhere near. We should walk up now. If you see Maokai walk up, you need to walk up. Right? We are a bit late. We hit minion, which is making us even slower. Right? Okay. This is also like one thing you want to work on when getting ganked. It's so important to just be there.
So the question I have about setting up ganks is that it's like if I play like where I am, right, for like 30 seconds, let's say, and then randomly I just walk up at Samira, I feel like she's gonna be like, wait, this Vayne was just standing there all this time, and now she's walking up out of nowhere. Something must be up, and then she's immediately gonna start running away. Is that
so?
Like that's what
I have two answers for this. First of all, is if you're constantly pressuring her, constantly fighting over those minions, when there's a low HP minion on your side, and you constantly try to basic her, right? She's not gonna think otherwise. You're doing it again, right? If you do it constantly, she's gonna know you're aggressive in general, right? That's why you don't wanna handshake in lanes you win. Basically, say this. I don't want to handshake and be like, okay, I farm, you farm. No, you wanna fight for every minion. Go crazy, right?
Okay.
You're stronger, you know that. You're Maokai in the brush. You should not be afraid here. And so they can't really tell if you just go in or not all the way. She might be like, fighting again over me, right? And the second
So if I played aggressively earlier, then they would have been okay.
They would have been lower HP as well, which is good, right? And when you're about to get ganked, you want to trade as much HP as possible, even if it's even trades, right? Because then Nuno just comes and quickly kills.
Right.
And second answer, I have the fact that like this Maokai is already way closer. Like they're not even looking at you right now. You can walk up no problem, because all they see is Maokai, right? And it's like if you're not closer than Maokai, they will never think about anything else. Like if Maokai is closer than you are, you need to get closer for sure, right? Because right now they don't even notice you. So if you move a little sooner, you would be like maybe here, next to Maokai, much better spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows, you could have even had an angle to just flash condemn, or who knows, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just wanna be prepared when teammates join you. Okay, here, I want to talk about this as well. Like you see John leaving here, so you try to go on Samira. This is good, right? Look, you see the difference? Oh my god, it's so good. You go like this, it's fine, she blocked it. That's good. Right? You might be like, oh, I lost some HP. No, that's good. If you do that constantly, you're just gonna win.
Right.
It's just unlucky that Maokai couldn't actually have the range. But you got her W, that's like 30 seconds. And now
Yeah.
Maokai gets engaged, you just win, right? That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And you did that because Jana left. But you should not do this constantly. Look, there's the low HP minion here. You want to contest it, right?
Yeah, I should queue her here.
For sure. And again, talking about the support, right? He wants to go in. You're stronger. This is why the loading screen plan is so important. We are stronger, we know. They have Jana Q, we have everything else. We win. And yeah, you're just way too far. And still you're insecure. You can win this. She's no W, no mana on Jana, right? We win.
Yeah, I kill her.
Ghost, right? You should have ghosted, not flashes anyway, but right? You can see how
I'm
should
scared.
be playing, yeah? You are scared for no reason, and
I'm scared for my life.
like we know that their strongest ability is Jana Q, but she has no mana at the moment, so it doesn't.
Yeah, we are
exist.
stronger. I should have played more aggressively. I just have a fear that I die, the game's over, basically.
No.
But I don't know.
How could you die if you recognize the fight is good, right? You never die.
It should be good. It should be good, yeah.
And yeah, this goes down to like planning and having confidence. How do you gain more confidence, right? And in the loading screen, we talked about like Jana Q, Samira W. That's all you care about, basically.
Yeah.
That's all you cared about, right? And Samira used W before. She doesn't have it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
when
that's
she
still
goes
the
on
mid,
here-
so
So right now we know we are looking for an engage because we are stronger.
yeah.
And even
Yeah,
now,
I should have walked up for sure.
or like, I'm gonna take the cheese again. Swiss cheese model. Okay, there you go. You know, here at the end is like a bad play that happened, like us losing a fight or whatever. And before that, you have a wall of mistakes. Basically, you know, first layer of wall was you just try to constantly pressure. Second layer of cheese was you not going here because she doesn't have the W. Like that's the second wall. And then the third wall of cheese would be, even though Maokai engaged and Samira goes Maokai, you condemn her away instead of just going Q forward and hitting her. It's like the third mistake that happened. And because of it, we don't get a double kill, right? And Maokai dies.
Yeah.
Right? So if you just prevent any of these mistakes from happening, the play is still good, Maokai doesn't die.
Right.
Any of them. Or like, even if he dies, you get a double kill. Like, and any of the mistakes, you're good, right? And this is why I feel like bad habits are so powerful because, good habits are so powerful because once you stop one of them from happening, right? Even if you have like some other more specific mistakes that are happening, this one will never happen. And so you'll never reach this point where the play is now bad in a winning situation. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I love learning League and improving at League with this mentality. I just know, hey, I improve some things that I do bad. The major things are the most important. I focus on those. And suddenly I'm a way better player even though I only learned like 5 to 10 new habits and that's it. And it's like you make 20 less mistakes in a game because also these habits repeat multiple times in a game, right? That's also important to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see, you push
Yeah,
this.
here I see Lilia mid, so I just push it in.
Yeah,
But then
that's
here I
fine.
back off because I see Maokai there, so Samir should be at about the same place on the other side of the map. So yeah,
So
they're gonna run me down.
one thing you could do is right now, if you look at the wave, right? Like, what do you think is gonna happen to this wave if you touch nothing right now?
I thought it was gonna freeze.
Don't you think it's gonna slow push towards you? Probably.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. If it pushed towards me, I would recall, but I thought that I have those 3 casters and a melee extra, so I don't know. I was like,
So in these
Yeah.
situations, this is where we need confidence, right? And like relying on yourself to make your own decisions, right? So in this case, you could also like practice this. You play like 5 games in a day, and you watch replay and look after you get a kill on bot. How is the wave? and you just think, okay, what was the best course of action here? Should I have let the wave push, crash? Should I have touched the wave? Should I have not touched the wave? Should I recall instantly, right? And this is one of those cases where, like, you know, you try to analyze, is this actually pushing towards us or not, right? And in this case, I would say, you know, worst case worst is gonna be like still around here. You can just come back. It's fine, right? It's okay. And Vayne probably loses the cannon as well. Not Vayne, Samira, right? But in this case, if you try to hit the wave, there's so many like enemy minions. There's a cannon minion as well, and your wave is, you know, it's gonna be here way too early.
In a Vayne. Yeah.
In this case, I don't think you can ever try to push this, realistically speaking. And we trade with Janna, which makes it even slower, right? And now Samira gets every minion, and they're in a good position right now. They are in such a good position right now, right? So this is how you just know in the future, like, how do I know if I should push or not push a wave before recalling, right? This is the way. You just watch your replays, and it's going to become more and more obvious to you the more you play, right? And when you have like super borderline situations like this, right? Next time you find in this exact scenario, right, of you killing the ADC, right, and then you try to go for the sword, doesn't work, it's gonna happen, or something similar to this, or like there's a big wave here and a big wave here, right? Next time something like this happens, you're like, okay, I've been through this, I'm gonna recall and I'll see what happens. If it's good, I'll keep doing it. If it's bad, I'll never do it again. And we learn out of our own games, right? That's really important. Knowing how to improve on your mistakes and recognizing scenarios that happen over and over again, because League in a way is like chess, where every chess game is different, every League game is different, right? But the first couple minutes happened before in other games, right? In chess you have those openings, those happen over and over and over, the same thing. It's basically the same in League. This is like the 6th wave, we got a kill, or like, who knows, whatever. This situation happened before in one of the games, in one of my games, in somebody else's game. This exact situation happened. You kill enemy ADC, your support dies, and the wave looks similar to this. For sure it happened. So the more you play, the more you recognize these situations, you're just gonna know instantly what to do, right? But you know, the hard part is remembering everything, of course, but that's where practice comes into play, and actually actively thinking about it, right? Not just hitting the wave here out of habit. You just want to think what's gonna happen to it. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, wave's doomed.
No, luckily I don't think they wanna freeze. Or do they?
I think she just one-shots everything.
Why does she use W?
Yeah, I don't know. That was a free freeze for her.
Yeah, so I wanna say, like, another thing that really motivated me when I started improving is the fact that below Master Elo, players have no idea about this stuff. They have no idea. They don't see the game as I see. I would say they don't know these concepts. They don't think about their actions much. They don't really want to improve. They just play, right? So you already have a massive advantage. And that mentality, knowing, okay, I'm way better than these players. Doesn't mean I'm going to win every game, but it means I'm improving. They're not. That's huge, right? So that's going to help you mentally a lot. And I forgot to ask you, like, what's your goal, basically, right?
I guess diamond.
There you go. Solid goal, right? And remember, people below master, so not even diamond players, they don't even know this stuff, right? So even when you get diamond, you should still be really good, way more knowledgeable than they are. And that's just going to boost your confidence. That's important. It's important to have confidence, because the moment you have confidence and you recognize a play is good, you're going to go all in, you're going to use your ghost, you're not going to hesitate, right? Because a lot of times I see people not really using their stuff because they are unsure if it's good or not, right? You just want to commit, because if you commit and it goes well, you're going to keep doing it. But if you commit and it goes poorly, you're going to stop doing it. But if you don't commit in the first place, well, not knowing anything.
Okay.
So let's see here, for example. What do you do in this situation where let's try to start analyzing the map. I'm gonna teach you like how I simplify the game a lot for myself, because a lot of the things I know are complicated in League. You're probably aware of that. League is a complicated game.
Yeah.
And I like to just simplify the game a lot. This is why when I make that loading screen plan, all I care about is Samira W and Jana Q. Nothing else happens. And I mean, nothing else exists to me. Everything I never mentioned Samira's Q. Right? That's not important to me. Like whatever. Right? I simplify the game as much as possible and focus only on what matters and try to build good habits, just like the level 2 ward, then go for the third wave, right? It's just a habit you can build that's just gonna simplify your whole life. And when it comes to the map, or when it comes to making a decision, you always want to look at the map. The map is your best friend. This is why I have the map so large in my games. I just want to see the map better. It's so important. So how do you usually extract information from the map? How do you go about it? What do you focus on?
I check the wave state's mid lane, so that's one of the first things to do. So if the enemy wave is under our turrets, then and I don't see the enemy mid lane, I assume he's bot. In terms of jungle, if my jungler's top side, I assume he's bot as well. The enemy jungle. If my jungler's bot side, I assume we're even side basically. Like he's also bot side until proven otherwise. So here I just I see Yasuo mid. It's not 10 minutes yet, so I don't worry about Ornn. And Lilia, I think I'm assuming she's on Drake here because there isn't really anything to do top side.
Okay, so let's take it step by step.
Okay.
How I analyze the map. Basically, it's kind of like 4 steps that are just easy to remember. I always know what to do exactly. So first of all is allies, second of all is enemies, and then third and fourth are the wave and objectives, right? So in this case, what do we know about allies? Right?
So our top lane is top lane.
Exactly.
So our mid lane is mid lane.
Exactly.
Our jungler is on blue.
Blue bot side, yeah, and your Maokai bot. Great, right? We know.
Yeah.
It's kind of obvious right now, but in the mid game, you need to do this really fast, in a split second. This is why it's good to just look at it in detail whenever you have the time, right? And it's also like a good time to talk about like what I mean by tempo and like the tempo lines I draw in my head on the map. So basically, how I see tempo is playing together with teammates, and by that I mean I draw a line parallel to the river-ish, and I just say, okay, we are engaged in combat here, we are engaged in combat here. Riven is gonna engage in combat with Ornn because he's just tipping top, right? We are all fighting, playing together on this line, right? That's the front tempo line. Riven, Anivia, you and Maokai. You 4 are on the same tempo. You are playing together as a team, right? If a fight happens bot, it doesn't mean Riven is not doing anything. She's fighting top, pushing top, whatever. Or if Ornn TP's bot right now instead of top, okay, if Riven is hitting the turret, yeah, it might be locally 2v3 bot, but globally you are still 4v4, right? You are still playing together. That's important to know with mid game. In the mid game, it's a bit more simplified because mid is mid, top is top, right? It's rarely you get roams bot from mid. If it happens again, if you look at mid state, that's even better for you. But that's how I will see. That's how I see the game, basically. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I try to know where everyone is.
And that's important because let's say right now 4 of you are on tempo, right? But Nunu is not, right?
He's
farming.
going topwards.
No, he's just farming here. He's here, whatever. He's farming, which means he's not actively in combat, right?
Right.
Which means, and that's Nuno, right? He's on the second tempo line. And when it comes to Lilia, right? If you don't see her, what do you think? How should we count her? On tempo or off tempo? If you don't see her.
Well, if my Nunu doesn't, I don't know if he's
No,
in the
doesn't
position.
matter. Lilia, is she on tempo right
How
now
do I
or
counter
not?
Lilia?
Yeah, how do you counter? Is she on tempo? Like the game is 4v5 right now or 4v4? Overall on tempo right now, what do you think?
I think it's, I don't know, 3v4? Actually, no, it's probably 3v3.
No, like the game overall, in tempo and everything, right? As you talked, like your mid is in combat, top is in combat because zone is TPing, they're gonna fight, whatever, top, right?
I mean, the only one who isn't doing anything is Nunu, so...
Okay, so
I
you
don't
have
know.
4 allies on tempo, right? But what about enemies?
For
right?
the enemies is... I know Ornn's top, Yasuo's mids, I see their bot lane, and Lilia is probably... She might come out of nowhere.
She might be anywhere, right?
Yeah,
so if there's an unknown, you counter in, right? You know she's somewhere. The closest brush to you, not warded. I know she's gonna be here, ready to throw a bowling ball and rock you, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
So if the enemy jungle is unknown, you assume, okay, enemy jungle is bot until proven otherwise, as you mentioned, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you analyze the map in mid-game, right? Again, in the early game is way easier because it's just a lot more constants. We've been through this situation more often. Mid-game, this is how you think. You just count how many allies, how many enemies, you make a decision, right?
Yeah.
And when it's like a 4v5, you just wait. Hold on a sec, right? So that's tempo, basically. And let's go back to like how I analyze the map. We analyze the allies, right? We have 4 on tempo. Is doing this, but locally on bot lane is like 2 of us. We know the bot side. Okay, that's locally, right? Overall tempo is this, but local tempo is like around here, and maybe this node we count him too. That's like local, whatever. Right? Enemies. Let's count enemies now, right? What do we know about enemies?
I mean, they're top mid laners in their lanes, and Samira, Janna are here in front of us.
Exactly, and Lilia
unknown again.
Could be anywhere, right?
I assume she's on Drake, but again, I don't really know.
Yeah,
for
you
sure,
assume she's really close, Drake, whatever. She's here.
Yeah.
Okay, she's here. Okay, she's here. Good. That's enemies. And like, first of all, like I have a habit of just gathering information first, then we make the decision. So we don't make a decision that's bad because we missed information. That's why I look at allies, enemies. Now let's look at objectives, for example. What objectives are there available to us?
Dragon.
Perfect. Right? That's all. Nothing else really. Like, and now let's look at the 4th step, which is like kind of bound to the 3rd in a way. Let's look at wave. Right? How does this wave look?
It's pushing towards us, and I'm trying to make it still push towards us, but not have it too big.
Yeah, but you just know there's a big wave here. There's a wave here, right? You have to fix this wave, right? If there's a Drake happening right now, you can't really go because look at this wave, right? There's a wave, okay? And because of that, okay, now we know with all this information, what do you think you should do in this scenario? What's your thought process?
I guess if I wanted to contest Drake, then I would try to like clear the wave a little bit, wait for my next wave, and then hard shove that one. So I basically shoved a few waves into the turrets, so they're going to be stuck in there, so that I have a timer to rotate for Drake.
Yeah, good, right? We know, okay, there's a wave here, no spot, potential Drake. Yeah. So you just don't want to be stuck in lane, right? Unless you're planning to maybe tell Nunu to gank you somehow, right? In case that case,
yeah. Sure. I kind of, I don't know. I think they got Drake before the next wave arrived, though, so it was kind of awkward.
Only I just threw a bowling ball on the map that you shouldn't be able to see that in game, though.
Yeah, she's on there right now, and Yasuo's missing.
But I don't
know.
I just want to say
maybe I should have just pushed it in. Yeah.
I want to say like, when you're super unknown, because in this situation, like it's less obvious to know what to do, right?
Yeah.
When you're unsure and there's an unknown, at least like Lilia is unknown, she could be bot, right?
Yeah.
So if you start pushing and fighting and Lilia is here, that's bad, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. Simple, right? It's just if there's an unknown, we don't do it because it might be really risky. So in this case,
Yasuo missing 2.
In this case, Yasuo missing 2, right? Many unknowns.
Yeah.
And the big wave here, which means is this like really doable right now? Well,
No.
not really, right? It's like we have to worry about this wave. We can't leave it, right?
Yeah.
And in any case, if you keep the wave here, maybe you get ganked from Nono, and that's good. Maybe like that's all we can do right now, right? You can't go Drake. It's a wave. It's not your job to just check Drake right now when there's a wave. That's why I include the waves in my calculations, basically, when I lose the map. As the wave. Right now it's the bot wave, but in mid game it's the mid wave, right? That's your job. Because I'm guessing you go mid in the mid game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it depends. I can go side lane if it's free, of
Depends,
course.
but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see more examples in the mid game. Okay.
So I know Lilia's on Drake because I just saw her walk there.
Yeah.
And Yasuo's missing, so he's probably helping her.
So here, playing safe is correct. I agree with that, for sure. Don't want to go crazy. You engage in there here is bad.
Yeah, it's a 2v4. It's going to be bad.
You just go passive. Okay, and we have no vision, right? But the moment we see Lilia top, we could maybe look for something. That's for sure. So I'm thinking like she's kind of going top soon because there's nothing to do bot, right? So let's see. Maokai is level 5. When he's gonna be 6, I wonder what's gonna happen if you're gonna go in.
They're both
gonna
6.
Follow him.
Yeah.
Right now it's correct not to go in. Right, that's the way we gotta deal with. Maokai is level 5. They're 6. You don't wanna go in. That's good.
Yeah.
And if Maokai goes in, somehow you don't really follow because great. Unless they actually intend to do it under your turret, which will probably never happen. There you go, nice Q there. That's good. Okay, Lila, stop. It's just a stalemate. Okay, recalls, not much you can do about it. Okay, you see Samira do that, which means she shoves, and she might recall. She won't. Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
I think they were keeping you from shoving it or like freezing it. Okay. Let's look at this situation right now, right? We have all the information, Lilia top or whatever, Nuno bot, right? No, SO mid.
Yeah, so mid, yeah.
Let's talk about what's happening in lane right now. That's what we care about here. I will just use her abilities. Maokai came back full HP. He's got ultimate, right? What's your goal here? What are you trying to accomplish now? Yeah.
Just wanna set up a gank.
Okay, but Samira used every ability and just left the lane. And the way we see one.
Oh, if she did she recall?
I don't know. Maybe that's probably what you thought because she used everything, right? And you don't see her. Right? You don't see her.
Yeah, I think I shove here. Yeah, because she's missing.
Yeah, shove. So she loses a lane. I mean a wave, right? Good.
Yeah.
That's good. But
and then
now you recall.
Yeah, because I didn't want her to come with like item advantage. I wouldn't want to fight her in that case.
Let's see how much.
When he grabs plates.
Good work. Good.
Yeah.
It's fine. This is fine. You will recall for an item when you know the enemy will get an item, and you shove the wave first, so you lose nothing. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is good. I like this. So you'll find yourself in situations, especially starting mid game, where you have money for an item, but at the same time your allies are doing something. You don't wanna recall. So for that, we're gonna look into more detail when the game starts and how we plan our recalls, basically. Okay, so when it comes to 1v1s in lane, because you just see supports mid, Jana was here as well.
Yeah.
This is like you need to know your limits here, right? I'm not gonna tell you how to play your champion, how to play the champion with the items you buy. You should know this, right? Like if you wanna see what happens, you go for a 1v1 and see what happens, right? You just gotta remember, Samira has W, you want her to use W, and while she's ulting, you condemn, so you didn't cancel it, right? Good.
Yeah, I think did I have R at this point? I don't remember.
Yeah,
It
you
should be
did.
on the right
Yeah,
on
you
my
did.
icon.
It should happen.
Yeah. So I just saw that she got collector, and I don't know. And she has also cloth armor. So I was like, I could go in, but I don't see Janna, and I'm not confident that like I really have to outplay her here to win this.
Yeah, so like when it's like a 1v2 like this, for sure you don't want to do
Yeah.
it. But you know, if you see
Yeah.
Janna mid, for example, when it comes to
Yeah.
1v1s, this is up to you to decide, can I win this or not, right?
Yeah.
And if you ever feel like you can, go for it.
I should.
See what
Yeah.
happens, right? In this case, I don't know. Like, do you win, do you not? Depends how you play. Mechanics, right? If you're unsure
Yeah.
again, don't do it. You want
She was
consistency,
also
you
like,
don't want to die.
yeah. She was also like in the middle of the lane, so I couldn't condemn her to any walls. I couldn't cancel her if she did proc it.
Yeah.
It's like if she put herself near a wall there, then I think I would try to go in. Obviously, if Jen is missing. I mean, on the.
Okay. Right now, this Konunu is coming in. I hope you just go all in. No, you back away. No.
I should have went in, yeah.
Ghost ult. Let's go. It's go time. So, okay, let's talk about the habit you can build. That's gonna help you a lot. And that's after you're done with a wave, you're just standing back. Like, you know, you're standing back. Okay, there's a wave coming, you're standing back, waiting for something to clear. Okay. This would be a perfect time to look at the map and see what's up. Okay? Channel going mid, Maokai mid, Nun is bot side. Good, that's all we care about. Okay. We go back to laning. Right? You get this cannon. Okay. Get these minions. You get this last minion. Now we take a look at the map after we got this. Oh, Nun is here. Hold on. We see everyone. Oh, this is good. Go. Right?
Yeah, I should have ghost ulted on her here.
Right? Yeah. And why don't you... You probably know why you didn't do it, right?
I was scared she was gonna run away faster, but yeah.
Maybe, but come on, I think you know why you didn't actually go in here. Right?
Why?
You are probably not looking at the map at all.
I guess, yeah.
Because there's no way you see Nuro coming and not planning to go in. Right?
I knew yes, because I was probably paying too much attention to where like the enemies are, that I tunnel visioned on that instead of looking where my teammates are.
So
yeah,
when you're waiting for a wave, perfect time to look at the map. And when you finish getting a wave, you look at the map, or you see Nunu, and this is why like my mental checklist. I have allies, enemies, objectives, and wave are only important if you actually have more time to think about it. In this case, you see allies, enemies, wait, you just fight here. Whatever, right?
Yeah, this is that's an all angle right there.
And yeah, like talking about habits, right? If you have the habit of always checking the map after you are done clearing a wave, you will never have this problem again, right? And I think it's like, it's not that hard to implement, right, in your games. Like if you for a week, the only thing you care about is watching the map after every single wave. If you do that for a week, I think it's just going to become such a automatic habit for you, right? You're never going to forget to do it. And you're never going to find yourself in a situation like this where you are not going in because you didn't check the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's our goal today. Like, we want to find good habits you can apply right away that are going to help you improve a lot more. And besides that, you know, we're hitting the wave here. This is also closely tied to making a decision, right? If you look at the map state here, after you clear the wave, you can tell, look, like Maokai, Janai, River, Lilia, River. You know, this is a 2v1 right now. And in a 2v1, you always want to go in. You win. You know, you win, you want to go in. Right? And even though you didn't check the map, now you see Luno coming, now you check the map. Oh, wait, it's good. Go in. Right, commit. And if you don't do this, you're going to be awkward spots where you are not committing initially, then you commit, then maybe you go back, then you go back, and you just don't know what they're doing, back and forth. We learn nothing, right? That will happen a lot if you don't check the map constantly and try to make decisions for yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now, where's Drake spawning? Can I even check somehow? The timer? I don't know. But
I'm not sure.
but you know, like after you kill Samira here, if we look at the map and analyze tempo, basically, what do we know, right? Let's say Drake is up in like 10, 15, whatever.
Well, Anivia has to recall because she has no mana, and
Well, she has teleport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, well, here I think I was gonna just crash the wave and recall.
Let's analyze the 4 basic steps, right? Let's look at allies first.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? Like, where are allies?
In our jungle.
Yeah, in our jungle, Anivia's mid, right, even top. Okay, enemies. Samira just died.
Samira died, Yasuo missing, Lilia missing, and Ornn, I don't know if he has TP, but he's top.
He's top. Okay, John is here. Good. Okay. So, those are enemies. Allies. What about wave?
The wave is Yasuo pushed mid wave in, Ornn has pushed his top lane in.
Let's just care about our wave, right? This wave and the next wave coming, right? The next wave is in base, really far away.
Yeah.
And this wave, there's only 4 minions, right? And Samira died. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about objectives?
Well, the only one is really Drake that's spawning in like, I don't know, 2 minutes.
Drake, and it's not 2 minutes because it's gray. It should be less than 60, but I think it spawns really soon. It's hard to say without a timer. I don't know how I can see a timer. But I don't know. Let's say Drake is up in 10 seconds, for example, right? How do we make a decision from this? And also, when it comes to objective and wave, I say they're tied together because if you push a wave, suddenly the turret becomes an objective as well because you can actually hit it if you push a wave first, right? So, what's your decision here, for example, right? I think you wanna push it because you know Samira will lose the wave and she'll be under the turret, stuck if she comes earlier anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, we do that. For what? Right? Because after we push this wave, we have like a few options. You roam mid, you go Drake, you push turret, you recall. Right? I have like 4 options. How do you choose, basically? What's your thought process? Let's analyze all of them, see what's best.
Is there a way to see how much gold I have?
I have no idea.
There has to be.
But the gold doesn't matter. In this case, the gold doesn't matter. Trust me, it just doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I just know that I've been in the lane for a long time, so I feel pressure to recall to get the items so that I'm as strong as possible.
Okay, let's talk about this mindset a little of recall for item, right? So as soon as possible. Okay. What good is a few extra items if all you do is go back to lane and farm? Because after you recall, you go back to lane, you farm, blah, blah, right? Instead, you know, if you recall right now, if you said that's what you did, what's going to happen?
I don't remember.
What's going to happen is that. So, no, right now it's Yasuo action, whatever. But, you know, we analyze the situation, right? And we know Samira is going to be stuck under turret. So, right now we are fighting 4 versus 3 at the rake, right? We know. If Janna comes here, Yasuo comes here, Anivia, Lilia comes here. And then Anivia comes with TP from base. Lulu is coming, you're coming, Maoka is coming. We know we are stronger. We outnumber them. Because Samira is stuck here, right? So what you want to do is fight. You want to go. You know, as stronger you fight, right? That's all you know. But if you, for example, recall, what's going to happen is that you recall, you buy your stuff, allies fight 3v4, and you go back to lane to farm because there's no allies to fight with, right? Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. And how to prevent those habits from happening? Every time you recall, you look at the map. Are my allies here? Are we numbering? Can we do something? Are allies doing something? And the answer is yes. We don't recall, we stay with our teammates, right? Especially because you're full HP. For sure, you can fight. Like 1,000 more gold spent. Doesn't matter if you fight 4 versus 3. You just win, no problem, right? So let's see what's gonna actually happen.
Actually, did rotate.
Right, because you say Yasuo, get some vision. Okay, recalls, and nobody made the Drake call, unfortunately. Right. I could
Yeah,
argue
nothing
like
happens.
it's like 10. I couldn't see the timer. I didn't know it's like 20 seconds away or whatever. I don't know, but whatever. It's like at least we didn't recall when allies kind of wanted to be here. Yasuo was here. We didn't recall. It's good. It's fine. Not a big deal. And because if you recall there, she's gonna push this into you. Then they do Drake. Right? It's bad. Don't want that happen. You don't want that to happen. It's not like she's more ahead than you.
Yeah.
Like she's got a cloth armor. Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, and also lose cannon wave.
Yeah.
Because
So
she's gonna shove it in.
you don't wanna recall if there's action happening, right? You push this, and Samira just went base. You have a massive advantage. Samira's not here. You wanna do something. You wanna look for something, right? And if there's no Drake, whatever, you're pumping on the Yasuo, you go in. In this case, he leaves, whatever. But still, okay, you... No Yasuo, okay, we try to play his vision. Maokai plays his ward here. You could maybe go ward here, whatever. I don't know. Be creative, right? And then just go back to grab the next wave. And here you could also be pinging Malphite not to recall, because you decide not to recall, because you know recalling is not that good here. Because there's Drake or whatever, right? You could ping Maokai not to recall, right? In this case, he does. And now let's see what's gonna happen. Boom. Pause the game. So look at the map. Tell me what you think here.
I should go on Samira.
And why is that?
Because we see every problematic member of their team.
Like, you know, it's a 2v1 basically.
Yeah, I think I saw it just now near Yasuo, and then we see Janna and Yasuo. So it's just me and Maokai versus Samira.
You should ghost ult and go in.
Yeah, ghost. I don't have ult. I should just ghost it on
just
her.
Ghost and go.
Yeah,
like she can do anything.
Yeah.
She goes on you, Maokai's here. She can kill you.
Yeah, I think we still kill her here, but
yeah, there was no need for this, right?
Yeah, but I could have. Yeah,
we took an even fight when we could have taken a 2v1, right? No, we didn't team fight Samira's anything, but you know, this could have happened sooner, and then we'd go Drake together, right? We lost Drake because of it.
So I could have killed Samira, pushed the wave, and rotated and helped fight them at Drake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, we could argue that you made your team lose the Drake because you didn't recognize the 2v1 and you didn't commit, basically. Right? And this is another another thing that helped me actually improve at League and blew my mind is the fact that I actually have so much control over the game. It's insane. It's crazy. I'm just missing out so many things, not calling the good fights and joining the bad ones for no reason. That's what happened to me. I stopped doing it. I recognize, hey, it's a 2v1. We go in. And suddenly, oh my god, we get Drakes, we get kills, we get plays, we get whatever we want. We're in control of the game, we know what we're doing, right? And now we lost Drake just because you didn't commit here. Basically, that's what happened, right?
Right.
Even here, if you just committed, right, it would have been better, but it took so long, you waited for Nono to arrive, and I'll be honest, I think you should be 1v1ing this Samira, like, to wait to know if you win a matchup or not is to try it out, right? Like, when Smolder came out, the first few days I was always like trying to, I find myself in the situation where I'm 1v1 against the enemy ADC a lot, because supports go void grabs, blah, 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 right? And I just wanted to 1v1 Smolder and see what happens, right? Because I didn't know the matchup. But after I Smolder out him for a few times, I see that, hey, I can actually win if I land W, he uses E, then I try to use Chompers, dodge his ult. I know I win. That's what I need to do, right? But in this matchup, okay, I win if I don't get close enough to her where she just lands EW on me or whatever, or I just try to run her down and not waste my condemn into her W, and I win, right? That's probably what's gonna happen here. I'm pretty sure you win the 1v1, but you just gotta go commit and see what happens to know.
I would try. I just didn't have R, and I was like, I don't know. I could probably work with my R. Without R, I'm just way too scared. Because I'm 3-0, and I'm the only, like... I'm basically the win con for my team, so I feel like if I... Like, it's still kind of like a coin flippy play in my mind. And if I do lose this, then we just lose the game, because no one else is really that ahead on our team.
Yeah, and because no one is ahead in your team, it means that if you don't do anything, the game is lost by default.
Right.
Right? So we wanna do
Well,
things.
yeah.
And right now, again, if you just look at the map, you realize this is not actually a 1v1, it's like a 3v1.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
can
yeah.
ult anytime. If it's bad, you just flash back. She gets rooted, then you go back in. No problem, right? It's still fine,
Yeah.
right? But I wanted to like try to do 1v1s if you play Vayne. Vayne is a really good duelist, unlike Jinx, for example, right? I wanted to try and see what happens. Because you're just gonna find way more opportunities to get a lead this way. And not have to give Drakes for no reason as well.
I think I have like high win rate Vayne top. Funny enough. I'm just scared of like Samira. I don't know, that champion just scares me. Like boom, and I'm dead, even though I'm out of my head, and just because she
Well, you
pressed
could
R.
dodge his Q. You could dodge his Q maybe, right? You have Q.
Her Q, if yeah, it's gonna be harder for her to stack it up, but she's just gonna EQ, so that's point and click. So I don't
But
know.
if she EQs, you just Q away or flash or do something. Be creative, right? And try, like just keep practicing, try, because you can't know if you win or not unless you try.
Yeah.
Because if you play Jinx against Draven, you know, okay, I don't win 1v1 unless I play perfectly and stay max range. So most of the time I won't even try. But until you know, because you don't really go against 1v1, like you never really 1v1 the Samira with Vayne before, so you don't really know how it's gonna go yet.
Okay.
So you need to practice, especially in games that look really like tough and looks like teammates are doing a good job. Those are the games you need to limit test, right? Because that's when like if it works, you make a huge difference, and you learn a lot as well. Because it's just annoying to not be able to do anything in a 1v1 even though you should be winning, right? You're handshaking with Samira, we farm, okay. But you could be like, no, you don't farm, only I farm, right? And you're one level ahead too, which might matter a lot. She used W right now, but right now we don't see Janna. This is, yeah, I agree, we don't see Janna. Oh, she stopped. She used W. We go in, right? This time.
I don't see Lilia.
I mean, there's Herald. If anything, if Lilia is here, your team does Herald, whatever. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, she's probably there.
Right? You can assume stuff like this when it's super obvious, right? Like if there's a Herald top, allies are fighting top, Janna is top. Yeah, Lilia is probably there. Not always, for sure. But again, when team is losing, you wanna limit test. Like this, you see poke, that's good, right? She was Herald, yeah. And what's with the recall here?
Cause I'm going top lane because they're all like overextended there. So I want to get the shutdowns.
Think you can catch them?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, we did catch them. We killed them all.
I wonder if it mattered if you were there or not, because I don't think it would have mattered much. Like, I'm pretty sure Lila would have died anyway. Yasuo and Janna, yeah, I could see you. It's an interesting idea, honestly. Yeah, you're giving up CS here, right? Samira gets ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, props to you. This was a good idea, and it worked. See how experimenting is so powerful. Like, experiment, see enemies overextend, you recall, and then you go. It works, right? So in the future, you can do this again. It's gonna work. This is good. Yeah, sure, perfect. I'm surprised. Very good. I've never thought about this. I'll be honest with you. This is great.
And now I'm pushing top wave to apply pressure here.
Yeah, for sure. There's no enemies. You get waves for free, right? Okay.
And then after this wave, I think I start to smell Lilia, so I'm backing off. Because she's just like respawned in about 20 seconds she'll be here, and I don't have R. I just don't want to fight her. Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Sure. Okay. So mid game
Now I'm
begins.
backing off. I'm looking what's happening, and then
mid
I
game
see that they're all
basically
mid lane, so I keep pushing. Because I see everyone mid lane.
This is fine, yeah. And hopefully you get the turret in your back off before you get it.
I think I recall here because they put Herald mid, and I don't want them to break our base.
Not only if you make a difference, but I mean, sure. If you just really want to defend.
That mid turret, I don't know. I just think it's very valuable. It's so hard to play the game because they have full control over our jungle if they get it.
Well, decisions like this, again, through experimenting, you'll find out what's correct or not, because you're probably going to find yourself in this situation more times, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is... I would have stayed for the turret, because you get a turret, you get a wave, Drake is coming, you still pressure top, you make them come top, then you rotate Drake, for example, right? That's also a good idea to keep in mind. You're getting yourself way more ahead by staying here, getting turret and everything, right? And going mid when you're outnumbered doesn't do much. And if you just glance at mid, you see Herald is low HP. Like, they don't really do anything here anymore. Sure, if you think you can fight, it's the same idea as you going top. You know you can fight. But we did drag nothing really. We got a wave, which you could have gotten here, right?
Yeah, I just thought that if I didn't come here, like Samir was full health, then she can just ignore Maokai, take the tower. I don't know. It was like in my mind, they have a lot of people there. We have a lot of people there. My team's behind, so they're likely to just all die, and then they roll with Herald like all to our inhibitor, and then I just didn't want to take the chance. And my team seemed to hold them off okay enough, but I just didn't know what was gonna happen.
Okay, if you're unsure, sure. You just, you know, I feel like. Let's talk about.
I don't know.
No, let's talk about like tempo in general, right?
Yeah.
So let's rewind a little. Oh, here, oh, that's too much. Like here. Okay. After you smell Lilia. Right. You just want to basically. So when it comes to tempo, right? When, for example, your allies are doing something, the rule is always to also try to look for something, right? That's why when we recall, we wanna see if there's a Drake, if there's something done, and then we cancel recall, we maybe do it, right? Especially if we kill an enemy. You wanna be on tempo. You wanna, when you're ahead, enemies are not on tempo, you're ahead on tempo, your allies are doing something. You want to get yourself out there as soon as possible. You wanna do something as soon as possible, right?
Yeah.
And it's exactly the opposite when you're ahead on tempo and allies are behind you. That's when you don't want to do anything, because you're gonna play alone, right? So basically, after you get this wave, right? Okay. Get this wave. You realize that, hey, teammates are doing something. I'm just farming, right? How do I get myself out there on tempo? How do I put myself in the game, right?
I guess pressure something like the tower, yeah.
And usually the answer to this question, like there's multiple answers, right? In this case, you could hit turret or just go mid, right?
Yeah.
And both of them, in my opinion, are solid. You might have a reason to go mid, Herald, for example. Sure, we go mid, right? But if you stay top here, it's also correct. If you go mid, it's also correct, I would say, right? Either or, you experiment, see what works best when you find yourself in a similar situation, right? That's the idea. When you're not on tempo, you want to be on tempo. Because right now you're farming, you're not actually fighting, right? You're not doing anything. So you want to hit this or go here. That's your goal. You want to be on tempo, right? And similar situation happens here, right now. With you see how big of a mistake Nuno is making right now?
Yeah.
You could say
I don't know why he's going top. There's absolutely nothing to do there.
like, you could say Drake is up, you should be bot. But no, it should be more of allies are doing something bot. We need to do something bot, right? That's Nuno.
Yeah.
That's what he should be thinking. But in your head here, in this situation, you know, you work with what you have, right? So right now, you know Lilia and Jen are low HP from before. If you look mid, I'm pretty sure. You see Samira is here low HP. You saw Orn walk top. Anyway, spawning soon with TP. You know, this is looking good. We wanna get ourselves here as well. Wanna go. That's good. Wanna go. Wanna keep going. Strong. I would pop ult and just go hit them. No, it's coming. Go, 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 go. Right? This is good stuff.
Yeah, that was. They get them all, but
I want to
I
mention
probably
one
should have
thing.
focused Yasuo first.
I want to mention one thing. Is the fact that if you take good fights, like this one, we had all the information we needed to know it's a good fight. Like they're all of them, like 3 of them are low HP, less than half, right? And yeah, Maokai even low, even has ulti. No, is coming full HP as well soon. Anivia recalled full HP, right? We know it's a good fight. No matter how you do it, no matter how you play the fight, you right click, you go between them as an ADC, you take too much damage because you go between them, right? Not ideal. But even though that happened, like this is a 5v4, like Nuno was coming, Anivia was coming, Orm was top. It's a 5v4, it doesn't matter how you play, you always win. It's true, right? You see? It's completely true. It did not matter the fact that you played bad mechanically. You just won automatically by default. And that's our goal. That's why I emphasize so much on playing with teammates. Looking at tempo. Seeing if you're ahead on tempo or behind. If you're behind, get yourself out there. You push this mid wave like you did. You go fight. Why? Or on top, Nuno is coming and Eva coming. 5v4. Boom. Go, right? But if you don't do that, what's gonna happen is exactly the same thing that Orn did. He saw wave top. He went top instead of on tempo line when his allies were fighting. He did nothing.
Right.
Instead, like he just went top like this. He was farming the whole time. If he stood mid and pushed mid, it would have been much better because he would have gotten a turret. At least he did something. But now he did nothing. He legit did nothing.
He took that tier 2.
Like this is too late. You see,
Yeah, he should have been hitting it by the time Drake fight already started.
Exactly, and when you're in a position where, you know, pushing, you think it's on tempo, it's not, because it takes too long to push the minions and so on. If the wave is here and the turret is here and the wave is here, you can, of course, if you're top, you're on tempo, you're hitting turret in like 5 seconds. But Orn has to walk, had to take this wave, then his hitting is like a minute. You know? It was way too late. And now hopefully you know he's alone because everybody else died and you just chase him down. Hey, there's a wave. Understandable. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. You don't want to lose a wave if there's no guaranteed kill on Orn. I understand. It's okay. No big deal. Okay, allies are doing something. You want to get yourself on tempo. What's the quickest way? Well,
top turret.
Top turret. That's the quickest way, right? Yeah, I wanted to tell you like this. When you find it in a situation with like multiple options, right? To get yourself on tempo. Just try to go for the one that takes less time, right? Right now you could maybe go mid and fight Janna 2v1. You'd be on tempo. But it takes too long because you need to walk all the way. So the shortest time to get on tempo is to just push this. Right? That's how you make a decision basically. And you know, yes, okay, you just outplay, great job. You know, you're champion.
I didn't even use anything. Not my ult, not my sums. I don't know.
We just want to be careful now that it's like the opposite scenario. When you are on tempo, allies might not be. Right now you see on bot, only Samira could be here, right? You're fine. Yeah. The moment Lilia goes into her topside jungle, yeah, now we want to chill. We want to recall. We want to do something else. Get a camp, recall, anything besides fighting, because you know it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
This was good. And I wonder what's making you wanna go bot here.
Because NVIDIA is taking mid waves, and I don't want to share farm XP. She doesn't really want to be side lane. She's like other mages. I'm just assuming that they just want to be mid lane because side lane is hard for them. So as Vayne, I think
Yeah.
I feel kind of obligated to do that instead.
I agree, but what if, you know, there's like a fight mid happening, right? You want to at least be close. So in this case, because the wave is so far away anyway, like I want you to...
I guess, yeah.
I want you to... Sure, I agree with the idea of, you know, Anivia doesn't really side lane, Vayne is a better side laner. I agree completely. But what I want you to do is path like here, and then make the decision, mid or bot.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that is
because
fine.
once you are here, you have options. You can fight, you can go mid, you can go bot. But if you go bot and the fight starts here, or if you go bot, and remember when we analyzed the map, allies, enemies, waves, and objectives. If you go bot, oh, we can't be here. If you go bot, they see you bot, they start the 5v4 at Baron, they win, you lose the game because you went bot. Right? Gotta be careful about it. Gotta be really careful when side laning without teleport. That's why usually ADC stay mid, they have no teleport. That's why teleport is OP. Right?
Okay.
You go bot,
yeah.
Like in my mind, if I see enemy ADC bot, I'm starting Baron, enemies try to contest, we turn on them, we kill them, and then we do Baron anyway.
Because they have no damage, yeah.
Like we're 5v4, we win, right? But they start Baron first of all because they wanna bait the enemies to come. If they don't come, they just take it, right? So they have to contest. If they don't, they just take the Baron anyway. Just because you go bot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, you know, Ornn is doing funny business, blah blah. But
actually, I did go mid.
Yeah, but you know, from now on, if you do it by default, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's gonna be way better. So you're playing with teammates. You see Samira top. Oh, great, right? And I agree with the idea of not sharing CS and so on, right? But again, like there's an objective up. You can go bot because by the time you're here, it takes such a long time to put yourself on tempo. Like sure, you're hitting turret, next turret, you're on tempo. But for you to do that, it takes too long, right?
Right.
That's why it's not a good decision here.
I think that's why we made. I genuinely was. I don't remember what my thought process was at this point in the game.
I mean, probably you saw teammates wanna do things here. And that's fair
yeah,
enough,
here this was such a bad fight.
This still looks fine.
Yeah, but in a little bit we all like went into Ornn ult here in this choke point. It was so bad.
Yeah, that was a bit much, for sure.
Yeah, so ulti on top of Ornn knockup.
Like this point still looks fine, but now, okay. 3 enemies you don't see, assume they're here, right?
I had like a trigger thing in my brain. Lilia are down, I can go ham.
Okay, so remember the loading
too excited.
Yeah, remember the loading screen plan we did? We talked about bot lane only. Janna Q, Samira W, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to team fights, when we take a 5v4, like on Drake that happened here, right? We still don't care about what they have. It's a 5v4. I tried to simplify the game. 5v4 means you go in. And you went in, you didn't play well at all, bad mechanical play, whatever happens.
Yeah.
You still won, because it's a 5v4, right? But when it comes to a 5v5, that's when mechanics matter, that's when knowledge matters, and that's when making a plan when mid-game starts matters. Okay, if we ever find ourselves in a 5v5, what do we care about? What do they have?
They have Ornn ults, Yasuo ults, Lilia ults.
Exactly, and the rest is less important, right? It's like whatever.
Yeah.
Like whatever. So Lilia ults, okay? Now you know they have Ornn ult with Yasuo ult combo. You know they have it.
Yeah.
Okay, we know that. So because of it, we don't frontline. We don't frontline. No, we don't frontline. And at this point, it's not even too late. You can just still back off. You don't have to hit Ornn while he's casting ult. Your priority is to avoid it. That's your priority, right?
Yeah.
Or if you can, you try to condemn him so he cannot cast it. That's big brain. for sure, right? For example, when I play Jinx and I see Ornn ulting in my face, I just place chompers, and then he dashes in the chompers, he doesn't ult. The moron. Right?
I didn't know that actually. That's
It's funny when that happens. The Ornn ults, you place chompers, and he's rooted. He can't ult the second time. Poor guy. And with Vayne it's kind of similar. He just tries to ult, you condemn. Another thing you could do, like, you just need answers to what they have. Lilia ults, maybe you play with clans, or you don't have clans, okay, we avoid her ult completely. In this case, we avoid it completely.
Yeah.
Or ults, what answers do you have? Flash, okay, we don't have flash. Okay, what answers? Condemn, okay. I'm not sure about condemn, we don't do it. Okay, then we just try to back off. Right?
Yeah.
See what they have, find options. Find a solution to the problems they have, like to their powerful abilities. And
yeah, the whole team fight positioning here, I don't know, was so bad.
The thing about positioning is that it wouldn't have mattered that much anyway if you knew Ornn still had ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Because right
If I
now
avoided it, I
this is
think
fine,
we could
this is
do
fine,
something.
Right now, okay, Balkai's ult is coming, but I know, hey, Ornn ult still exists. Yasuo ult still exists. Okay, I'm gonna pause right here for a second. I pause right here. My allies go on Ornn. Okay, I see Ornn ulting. I'm gonna hide in here until Ornn ult passes. Okay. Ornn ults that. And you're here. Remember, you were waiting patiently.
Yeah.
Yasuo ults, and now you hit Yasuo for free. Right? You hit Yasuo for free. You probably would have killed Yasuo, you see? Probably, right?
Yeah.
And the position would have mattered anyway. Or even if you don't kill Yasuo, at least, okay. At least I'm in a better spot because I'm not low HP from the Ornn Yasuo ult. It's still much better. Or if you back off, it looks really bad, your allies get one shot by the combo. Okay, we are alive. The enemy team does better and you push mid. It's still much better than dying. Right? And in this case, you know, it's kind of the second scenario, in which case you didn't die. But you got lucky that you didn't die, because you weren't expecting it really. But if you expect it, and you see it's a bad fight, right away you need to look for something else to do. And in this case, you don't want to recall here, right? You know enemies are going to do Baron, for sure. For sure, right? So you want to be pushing in this case. That's what you need to do here. Allies are on tempo, they're fighting, whatever, dying. Enemies are doing Baron, you want to push. That's a good habit to have. Because if you stood mid, you would have been like here already. And suddenly enemies are like, oh wait, the Vayne is pushing, but there's this, but it's like, eh. And you split the enemies apart, right? That's why it's so powerful to do. Now it's too late, so you don't go. That makes sense for sure. And another thing is that when this happens, when a bad fight like this happens, and you recognize it, and you go mid right away. Let's say you reach here and they just did Baron. Okay, we grab this, we grab the red buff, right? We are still denying enemies resources. That's the best we can do considering we just lost the fight. But it's important that you didn't die, you knew exactly what to expect, the Ornn ult, and you just know exactly what to do. Even if allies int, well, you did something really good anyway, something really productive anyway. This is an interesting idea to look at in the future. Okay, we go mid, grab the wave. The game still looks super winnable for you. I don't know how we lose this though. Lila is hinting, you need to go. You don't go? You don't even try?
There's too many other people there, and we have only 2 hours.
Well, you see us a bot, but... Yeah, I mean... Oh, well, we got hit, right? You know what's wrong here. You got hit, right? Of course, you got hit. It happens. It's fine. But when Lila goes in here... You know, maybe you try to hit still. He's under our turret. Yeah, you know, we could try to hit. None is coming, anywhere is coming, right? We could do that. But if you're unsure, backing off is not bad. It's okay. It's fine. It's less obvious to know it's good or not. It's like, whatever, just play safe. Nothing happened. We got a ult. It's a win still. It's a win. Okay. Don't you love it when you try to go get the mid wave and then allies go check the brushes and they die, right? It happens a lot.
Yeah, I hate that.
I always, this is a habit I'm currently want to work on, right? So when I come from
the vision.
like when I come from base, right? in the mid game and I go mid, what you need to do is just pumping the mid lane. You wanna push, like push forward ping, the green ping here, you just spam it on mid lane. And you spam it to back off from around the jungle, right? You don't want your allies to enter jungle here, because Riven is top. So you're outnumbered. But you wanna get mid prio for the Drake or anything. Still better than face checking this, right? So the habit I have is
for
like,
sure.
I just wanna ping my allies to back off because this is not safe at all. And I wanna ping that I wanna push mid. That's what you should be doing right now. Push mid, tell this guy to back off. Currently, I only do the first part. I say I wanna push mid, I ping this. I just forget to look at Nunu and say, hey, this is bad. He doesn't know this, right? But you do, so you should tell him. But it's hard to know everything. It's okay. He just gets destroyed.
Yeah, he was just sitting in the bush. He wasn't even doing anything.
Yeah, I was waiting, but instead of waiting, he would have casted a snowball. But you know, it's like LS mistake. It's fine. But now, you know, how do we salvage this?
Well, Drake is doomed, so I'm pushing mid.
Yeah, exactly, right? Drake is bad. It's a 3v5. Viva, let's go. You should ping more, though. You wanna ping that you're going mid. You really wanna ping. To let your teammates know, hey, I'm in control, I know what I'm doing. Listen to me. Because pinging gives a ton of confidence, but was a really good decision to just push mid. This is fine. And here you have flash, which is fine. No problem, you're out. Good. All good.
Not quiet.
Oh.
I couldn't run away from her. It's too fast.
How do you not? Oh my god. Didn't you kill? Yeah, he did. Jesus Christ, he's fast. Oh well. He used flash. It's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. It's okay. It's fine. Happens. They are broken, I guess.
Lily is broken right now. With the item reworks to make everything work around health, it's, I don't know, she's insane.
I never expected you to die there because the flash door, flashing door was fine, right? Well, I think this is an exception. Like, when it comes to habits, right? In my opinion, good habits that you form, and good habits are your goal because they work like 95% of the time, right? You pushing mid here because Nuno got caught was correct 95% of the time. This is one time where, okay, maybe against Lilia, when there's Cloud Soul, Cloud Dragon, right?
In this one scenario.
Yeah, in this one scenario, we don't go there, right? We are more careful. We don't, because they can just chase us down. We can't escape, right?
Yeah.
But do we care about this scenario? No. No, I still believe you going mid was correct. I still think it's fine. It's a good habit to do.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. These specific situations. The game is not over, which is great. Enemies are.
They're all running
down.
it.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
The game should still be in your hands now. So you respawn and you get a couple kills here. Very good, very nice. And Ornn is dead. Okay.
I love the audacity of Lilia being question marking when she dies.
Yeah, that's funny.
That I wasn't supposed to catch her with Ghost and Vayne.
Yeah. Okay. So you get the next wave probably. Doesn't look too bad. You just got so much gold though. You wanna recall in this case. You wanna ping everybody to back off. And you just recall. Nobody's probably gonna do anything anyway, so it's safe to recall right now. Do we not?
So much gold, I don't know if I don't think I can buy anything because I just respawned.
But
I think I would get
kills,
like a dagger.
You got shutdowns and everything.
Did I?
But you know, let's look at right now. What are your teammates doing?
Recalling.
Yeah, and they are. If they recall, it means you'll be in front tempo alone, which is not good, right? So you want to do something else. And right now, you got the wave, which is the other something else, maybe. But there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So you could recall. This is the time where, recalling is correct. And going bot means...
Oh, I see Lilia top, so I'm pushing bot lane.
Yeah, but it means, you know, you could still be 1v3. You want to be careful.
Yeah.
Right. You don't want to go right away because you're on 1v3 and... Oh, Sabine, yeah, there you go. Right? There you go.
Nuno's behind me, so I was like...
It's 2v3. Where's Jana? Right? She was mid. Okay.
Kajana mid. Yeah.
Still, like.
No, I backed off. I
You
played
backed
it in a
off.
way where I
Backed
can safely back off if something goes wrong.
That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I would advise to just stay together with your team. Because.
Yeah, this is where we lose the game after this fight.
So let's talk about the scenario where you recall together with your teammates. Then you have a habit of going mid all the time, right? You go mid.
Yeah.
And suddenly you are mid lane right now, Ornn is bot lane, right? None would have came mid. And suddenly, like, you're fighting 5 versus 4 in mid lane because Ornn is bot. Sure, he's got TP, but still better than whatever's happening here.
I think what my thought process was that, I guess I still was in the mid game mindset. I saw Nivea mid, so there's nothing for me to do there. But
yeah, when it's like
late
super
game,
late
so,
game, you just
yeah.
want to stick with your team way more often.
Yeah.
If you're behind, you should be more willing to take even fights. Although, no, it's
Right.
like, if you're behind ahead, doesn't matter if you are going to take even fights or not. All that matters is that, okay, team fights are coin flips, basically.
Yeah.
In a way. But the way to make it less of a coin flip is for you to just team fight well, which is think about their abilities, right? So in this case, let's see how you handle this team fight. I'm really curious. Lilia ulted, I'm not sure you know. You probably know because, you know, Ibel's
Yeah.
low HP and she's not ulting, right? Or Null just went by. You know you can go. Let's see how you play this. This is free for you. This
Mhm.
is so free. There's no way you lose this.
I do.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I refuse to believe you lose this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to see again. As here, I mean, you know, we are hitting Ornn. He does Q there, you Q forward. You don't, too late a bit. I mean, yeah, Flash is fast. I mean, you tried. And when this happens,
That looks doomed in my opinion, so I'm just backing off.
yeah. No, you tried. This is like, the thing is that, you know, you could argue this game is unwinnable, but there are things you could have done better to get a bigger lead.
For sure, yeah.
Because if you look at Samira, she's the one with the most kills. If you played bot lane better, she would have been way behind, right?
Yeah.
So I would say this is a game where if you played better, you'd have won. I would say so. Yeah, and it's good to know. It's good to know that, hey, I can actually win if I play better. That's a good mindset to have all the time.
So I guess it's like it's a very tight bound game. I don't know how to word it, but
Yeah, like when a game is like quite close, like this one,
yeah.
especially because you were ahead, right? Usually means you did something that you shouldn't have, and you could have won, or you didn't pressure them enough, or right? That's what usually means.
Yeah.
It's good to know that. Okay. Great. So we went through a lot. 1 hour, 40 minutes on a game. That's pretty good.
I could pay another 20 euros for the Jinx game because it's very different. These two champions. I wanted to know if there's what I did wrong in that one, because that one felt like even more soul crushing than this one.
Okay. I mean, if you're okay with that, do we do it now, a double session?
If you were free, yeah, sure.
I'm free, sure. Okay. I mean, double session. Let's go. Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
I'll
For that.
PayPal you this.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Let's look at the Jinx game.
I'll just be so busy the whole week next week. I don't know if I'll find more time like this. Here it is. You get a code.
Just drink some water. Hydrate.
Sure. I'll get some Pepsi. 291 636.
Oh, the two-step authentication. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good to have. It's annoying, but it's so good to have. Like, I feel safe when I have it.
I have like two-step verification for like 20 accounts. It gets daunting at
No,
some point.
I have to step on almost everything as well. It's just gotta make sure you stay safe, right? It's just how it is.
Okay, I think I sent it.
Let me check my email. Let's see.
I said 20, but I don't know the taxes or
Taxes,
something.
whatever. Like taxes, I understand. Don't worry. Like taxes are annoying, but it's just like ads.
Yeah,
They have their own purpose,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
The paper couldn't function without taxes. Let's be honest, right? The website has no ads. Okay, I got it. No problem.
All right.
Yes, send me the thing on Discord. Yeah.
Yep, I have it. It's gonna be the that Jinx game. I wanted to cry. 5:15. So it's this one.
So, like, I hope it wasn't overwhelming for you what we just discussed so far. I mean,
No,
probably
no, no,
was a
no,
little
no, no.
bit. A little
No,
bit.
I wrote down everything important.
Oh, you wrote. That's
So
good. That's good. It's good that you wrote it
I
down.
have it in my own like place
That's really good.
document.
But again, it's like all about good habits. I just want to form those good habits. That's the
I
most important part.
also it's also like my master's friend. They keep telling me that my main problem is that I'm just like too passive and I'm too scared of everything, and I'm like, there's a lot of fights I would have won if I committed, but I was just so goddamn scared of throwing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like I'm a really passive player myself, and I always used to be. Now I open up more because I recognize the good situations, right? And that's your goal. Just when you're unsure, okay, we might not commit, but when you actually know it's really good, just commit 100%. And if you did that last game a lot, especially in the early game, it would have made a huge difference.
Yeah, I might have snowballed a little bit harder. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have made the difference in some of the fights.
And you see how like bad habits.
Yeah. I'm standing here again.
Yeah, they're not doing anything right now. You see where Draven is staying? That's much better, right? Although they invade. But if you stood here, right, and you see them invade, well, you just back off.
Back off, yeah.
Nothing happens, and they just back off as well. No problem, right? But we are not doing anything to help our teammates right now.
Yeah, it's just I have a habit of not being in my jungle when my jungler's not there, because I don't know. But I agree. I should probably stand there at least for vision.
It's good.
Better than nothing.
It's good that you're making mistakes, especially big mistakes. I think this is a big mistake, and big mistakes are easy to fix. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good, right? It's easy. You just stay here, not here. It's super easy to fix, right? And why is it a big mistake? Well, because we allowed them to enter our jungle. And what's even more crazy is that if you see that it's only 3 of them, we are 4v3 now. We could fight, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
Are you moving at all? Not even going towards them? Nothing? Oh,
I think I went to the bathroom or something.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Flash basic.
But I get double kill here anyways.
Oh, do the flash.
So...
Okay, good. Good. Oh, nice. Enemy scene. It's so good. Draven pings them. But they invade the stream, man, and they spam ping that move. Like, if I were Draven, I would have said back off. We don't invade the stream, man. That's not good.
So now look what happens in our jungle.
Wait, you didn't recall?
No, because the wave's coming. I was like,
yeah, I mean, sure. Sure. I guess, I mean, even if you get by a sword, it's still Draven.
Yeah, I thought that I want to have XP advantage because I value more than gold. And
well, if anything, why don't you leash, right?
I guess I should have just leashed, yeah.
You leash here. Because if you leash, this Timo is dead, right? If you're leashing, he's dead.
He's stealthed. And then he one-shots it.
Yeah, you would have killed him though, right?
I would have killed him though, yes. I would have.
For sure. Yeah. So, level 1, you get pinged.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it
could
makes
have played
sense.
that better.
It makes
Yeah.
sense this time, right? Yeah, just work on the level 1, right? Just be in the game as soon as possible. And you said you went to the bathroom, right? Like the moment you press accept and you're in champ select, that's when you just want to be in the game already. You want to be mentally prepared. Nothing else should distract you, right? It's important to know that. Okay, let's see. Just fun. So yeah, let's do that experiment. The plan. What do you think about this lane?
They're stronger a lot than us. We just want Chillin's kill.
They just have damage, right? They don't really have scary abilities. I mean, the Teemo Q, I guess.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
Teemo is the
right?
problem.
But the problem is their damage on basic attack. Like, it's strong. The only way you could do anything is if you like W and poke with Q. Maybe that's it, right? But you cannot go melee all in. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna win. Okay?
No.
And what you have is like tornado into choppers. Maybe that's it. So it's even not that reliable. So I don't know. I mean, this matchup, personally, I would just chill. And if Janna hits tornado, you try to W. That's all you can do.
Just like poke him.
Or not, if you're not in a good angle to W, maybe try to Q once and then back off.
Yeah.
Something like that. Right? Not much more you can do, let's be honest. But you do want to trade together with your support, right? Because what's happening here is Raven is alone in lane. And when Janna walks up, right? You had a good intention to try to Q him. But now he's looking towards you, you back off. But if Janna goes back in and Raven hits Janna, you want to hit Raven, right? We missed a basic attack on him.
Yeah.
You want to look for those opportunities. And again, we could have hit him. So, yeah, in lane, I would say just pay more attention to what your support is doing, right? That's important to know. Like if they're doing something, you want to be ready to just follow up in case enemies int or anything. And now we got the second wave. We are level 2. We should be pressuring him. So we are level 2. Should try to W him, for sure. But what's important is that we should also, when it comes again, this habit again. You got the second wave. You know, we have a ward now, but this one expires in 20. And there's no better time to ward there right now. So we want to walk up and maybe ward here. Or ward there, or even here again. Just want to ward when you have the time to, the chance to. So now you might not get the chance. Now this is super good. Raven is inting. Should have had a bit more confidence. But, overall, I would just go minigun on him here, honestly. But it's still fine. Because
I spaced him.
Because you spaced him out, right? If you go minigun, you get his summoners, you lose HP. If you space out, he loses HP, but don't get his summoners. So it's like a weird trade-off. It's hard to say what's best, but again, it's a situation where both things were good.
Yeah, my thought process was that he has exhaust, he has flash. I don't see Muma, I don't see Teemo. So I wanted to potentially stay healthy and then dive him if.
Yeah, it's good.
So that he loses the wave.
Yeah, no, this is really good. It's fine. The only issue is no ward. I'm just afraid Amu's gonna gank. This looks so gankable. He does raptors.
Yeah.
If you look at Kindred, right, the way to know an enemy jungler is to mirror your jungler enemy jungler, right?
Yeah.
And if Kindred did this, I mean Kindred died, but in general, it means Amu did this, it could just come. Hopefully you don't get ganked, because you should be getting ganked here. If Amu was a good jungler, you would be that 100% here. Now we think about it. Yeah. It's kind of late. If Amu came instantly, would have been dead by now. But he's not here. He's probably top now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, there we go. Okay, let's see how we do here. Probably not much gonna happen this time, so we can fast forward a little because
the only thing was gonna happen is Draven keeps overextending and dying to ganks.
That's nice.
And Janna keeps dying to Teemo.
Oh really? Partially. I know Teemo support is underrated. I feel like I had Teemo support a couple days ago. He was really good. It's really good.
It's so obnoxious to play
Yeah,
against.
it's really good. Huh? Depends on the matchup. If they have, if you had Blitzcrank, then Timo is bad here. But one thing I wanna say about warding in here, you don't really wanna do it. Warding here doesn't help much, because Timo is invisible anyway, right? Doesn't matter.
Right.
But you just wanna save wards for River. It's way more important because now you won't have a ward for 3 minutes. So that sucks. Right?
And then I was like, oh damn, exhaust OP.
Yeah, so we should know Timo is here, first of all, right? We should know he's here.
Yeah.
For sure. But even if you get surprised, right, you should be hitting Timo. Hit Timo. Use Chompers to zone Draven, right? We hit Timo, we back off. We hit Timo, we back off. We are still backing off now. If you know,
Trying to get reset on Draven, but exhaust, I just don't do any damage.
Yeah. This is why, like, here I would have went melee to try to force his cooldowns, right? But,
right.
You know, if you didn't, and he was low HP from that, and you were full HP, it's still really good. But you just gotta be ready that, hey, he's got exhaust. Maybe I don't go melee now, but it's actually really close. But no, Janna inted here, and you should have known Timo is there, so you should have pinged Janna off, maybe. You could have done that, right? Potentially.
Yeah.
Gotta have more awareness of enemy's position in lane. Especially if they have stealth like Twitch, for example, right? That's where you gotta be really careful. Okay. So this game you said you lost?
Yes.
I was trying 0-4 sadness.
Yeah. He keeps going for Kindred stacks and keeps dying to them. Because they keep going there as well.
Is Timo going there as well? Not yet, at least. Because if Timo goes top, and Janna is bot, then we know we can fight 2v1. That's also important to recognize, right?
Yeah.
And right now here, I agree with you not going all in because Timo is missing, or he could be hiding right here. You don't know that, so you don't go.
Yeah.
That's really good. But yeah, the game is still like fine. Like, yeah, we can do 0-4, but we just got a shutdown, right? Team is still doing fine. And we get Void Grab somehow.
Yeah, I'm trying to crash this so they don't freeze, and then Janna dies again.
Yeah, we should know Timo. I think we saw Timo going here. Pretty sure.
Yeah. That's why I was like on the top side of the lane.
Actually.
Yeah,
but you should ping.
Should probably ping her away, yeah.
Yeah, so add this to your list as well, right? You just wanna focus on and how I this is also a habit I built slowly over time, and basically you just focus on, okay, I wanna crash, okay, I'm gonna ping to crash. I'm gonna go somewhere, okay, I'm gonna ping, I'm going there. I see an objective, I ping objective. I think somebody's somewhere, I ping to back away from that. And I just did it non-stop. I was constantly doing it. And that's how you have a lot of presence in that game, right? It's like you're the leader of the game. It's like you control the game with your actions and pings and decisions. That's your goal. That's what you want to be. The leader.
Yeah, I think I keep forgetting to ping because I play on mute all, and I just forget about pings unless it's like really obvious ones.
You mute ally pings as well?
Everything, because I feel like anytime like my teammates try to ping me to help or question mark or something, I keep getting baited to the bad place because I start to basically doubt myself.
Yeah, it could happen. Could happen.
But I can still ping them while muted also. It's not going to affect that really, so.
But yeah, you just want to make a habit of pinging.
Because
they will listen to them most of the time. And also, yeah, if they don't ping you, they don't affect their decisions, which is good because you want to make your own decisions, right?
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah. I should probably micromanage my support more, though. Yeah, because she's a little clueless. That's what it is.
No, if it happens, it happens. Oh well, you don't die.
Yeah. Yeah, in my views, like, yeah, I should have pinged her more, but then also, like, I didn't die. So
you should have also backed off more as well, right? I think you were quite close. You know.
I was just trying to shove it in. I was scared they're gonna try to freeze, and then I'm screwed. It's Draven. But
I mean, Draven
yeah.
can't really freeze, let's be honest, because he's got access to manage, right? And also, you want to know that if you look at the map right now, right? Again, when in doubt, right? You have a weird situation lane. When in doubt, look at the map. What do we know? Like if
We
they freeze,
see
if they try to freeze the wave
Camille.
here, what's gonna happen?
We're gonna get ganked.
Okay, but if the wave is here, right? Where is Draven if the wave is here? Draven's here, right?
I don't see the cursor actually.
No, I'm not. I don't not. I don't.
Oh,
not,
I see
I'm not
now.
doing. Like, if the wave is here, right? And
Yeah.
where will Draven be if the wave is frozen?
Like where the casters are.
Like, yeah, he'll be here basically, right? If the wave is
Yeah.
here, frozen, he will be here because he can't leave because otherwise the wave will crash and he loses the minions, right? It's bad.
Yeah.
And if the wave is here, where can you also be?
I can be like closer to the river, I guess. And I can potentially go to the river. I don't know.
And get this Drake maybe, right? Because, you know, if you look at Kindred, she's coming bot. Yeah. You know, if you rewind a bit, we get this. And I'm almost dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In your mind, you could be like, okay, I saw Timo going here. If I try to do this, it's really risky. So, okay.
Yeah.
Screw them, let them freeze. I'm pinging this Drake. I'm going Drake. I'm starting it. Even before Kindred gets there, I'm starting it. There's a mark here, you know she's coming. And boom, you get this Drake for free. Nobody's stopping you. This is like a free Drake. They cannot do anything about it. If they try, they lose. Right?
Yeah.
So it's a situation where being assertive, looking at the map, would have made a huge difference, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that would have been a better play.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like if you try to crash this and they engage on you, first of all, you die, might die, or support dies, and you lose the wave anyway, right? So I would say, like, try to recognize when a situation is bad. And if the situation is bad, like here, okay, we try to look for something else. We don't want to force a bad situation. That's important. And I started doing this, like this month, I started doing this as well. Like, if they want to freeze, okay, let them freeze. I'm going to go get Drake. I'm going to go mid lane to roam. I actually did this today. Enemies froze bot. So me and my support, we just made mid. We get Void Grabs, we got mid, we got plate. Let them freeze, I don't care, right? Who cares? A good thing to remember.
I guess it's not like top lane, yeah.
Yeah, if you and your support move around the map, and the enemy ADC and maybe the supporters keep staying here, like you have such a huge advantage, and even more when there's a Drake up, Void Grabs up. If they freeze, you go help teammates. The enemies are gonna be tilted. They're gonna spam ping the Draven. It doesn't matter if Draven gets CS. The enemies are gonna be tilted. You win in mental, right? You just kill the enemies by going. Okay, it's gonna fun. And we could have gotten a Drake here. Unfortunately, we don't. And now it's like they push the wave. Now they could get it, and it's hard for us to move, right? So also, like, I want you to just recognize when there's a free Drake, and when there's a free Drake, you wanna take it. The longer you wait, the higher chances are it's not free anymore.
About the Drakes, I have a question. So, my friend, I'm a jungler. He does play early game only junglers, basically, like Graves, Kindred, somewhat, Lee Sin.
Yeah.
But he basically just completely ignores Drakes. So I'm not sure, like, I feel like in many of the cases where, like, if 3 of your teammates die, but you get Drake, it's oftentimes not worth it because you give the enemy team so much pressure they end the game anyways.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if there's a Drake, that's a coin flip. Right?
Yeah.
Enemy jungle is there, your jungle is there. You don't want to do a Drake like that. You never want to coin flip a Drake. You never want to do a Drake when it's an even fight. with both junglers alive, right? But when you have a situation like this where you staying bot is bad anyway, and the enemy jungler is dead, right? If you crash this wave right now, what would you have done instead, right? I think you would have gone Drake, maybe.
Drake and the Mark for Kindred and Jenna would not have died, so 3-in-1.
So it's like, if you crash this wave, I think you would have gone. I think you would have just gone here.
Oh yeah, if I crashed the wave, I would start roaming. Yeah, I would just go there because they are stuck under their turret.
But if you notice that Amumu is dead, we will know, hang on, it's free right now anyway. Like, I don't need to risk this. There's no reason. There's a better play here, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So when it comes to, 3 allies are dead for a Drake, not worth. I agree, for sure. But when it's a free Drake like this, it's a mistake not to take it. It's a big mistake not to take it. Honestly, like this, there's no doubt in my mind that this, like, Drake is not the correct play. It's for sure the correct play.
Yeah.
So yeah, like when there's an even fight or unsure, right? You can say, okay, we don't do Drake here, whatever, right? For sure. Just look for when it's actually free. Okay, let's see. We get this wave. Kin is not gonna start because, again, like right now it's like another 50-50 in a way. And you've got a wave to fix anyway. This time there's no Draven or Timo to stop you. And you check, which is nice. And let's see what you do here. Recall. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Kindred recalled. You're not gonna do Drake without Kindred, right? Good. Okay.
Yeah. I was very low on mana and Jeremy will come back with items. I wanted to.
And you wanna recall to catch this wave.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Yeah.
Allies die. Oh, it's got caught.
He tries to, I don't know, go in the smite battle for blue. He lost it.
Your Janna initiated this. Oh, not much you can do about it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I pinged on my way, but then I saw like it's doomed, and I was like, yeah, no.
I'll just go back to bot.
I'll just take the wave.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We are under turret. Oh my god. I would ghost. You have chompers up here? Yes. So...
Oh, I was saving them for Janna Q to put them on top of him. But then I couldn't put them here because Timo, I didn't want to get blinded by him. It's just so much damage.
Yeah, but they're under turret and Janna's gonna shield. Right? Even right now, if you're unsure, okay? You see how far they're stepping up?
Yeah.
You could flash chompers. You should know he doesn't have flash. If you track summoners. And
I don't have flash.
Also, like summoner. Oh, you don't have flash. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I would maybe try to like ghost or go crazy. But it's fine if you don't want to force it. It's okay. I think if the choppers connect somehow, we could kill them for sure under turret, right? But you don't want to risk it. And Amu just got Drake. It's understandable. You want to risk. But here, for example, like what do you think you could have done here to just save Chana or even kill Amumu? Like this is fine.
Probably put chompers so that he got.
Okay.
I mean, there. I don't know.
Okay.
I think he R's here.
How about we just place chompers? Right, we just place chompers. You might have stopped Timo, maybe kill Timo, or we kill him anyway. But I feel like you need to use your spells whenever possible, and in this case, you should for sure throw the chompers in. They are not gonna help. Like, or if Chana gets killed here, just place chompers anywhere. Just place them. Right? They are gonna help.
Yeah, I should have placed them at the bottom of the tri-bush right there, so that he would have to go all the way around. Yeah.
Or like legit, close your eyes. Moving mouse around here. Boom, there. This good spot. There you go. Anywhere, right? You just want to use your summoners and spells and everything when possible. Okay, you got one. T-boy tilted, that's good. Mental diff. Okay, now you just want to be careful so they don't dive you, but Draven is low. I'm on a ult. Now you should see Kiana is coming, and hopefully you kill this Draven without any issues. And then you go Handa, Momo. You should get 2 kills here together with Kiana. You should ghost. If Abum was coming, you should ghost. If not, yeah, for sure, no. Okay.
I'm an A player. I saved my spells for the next game.
That's fine. Now, in this case, ghosting there was not needed, but here, of course, you wanna use chompers, okay?
Yeah.
Just throw them out there. Don't be shy. Because when you think about it, if you throw chompers out and they only hit like 50% of the time, like half the time they're just wasted, and that's what I do a lot. Half the time they're wasted, no reason. It's still better than not using them at all.
I mean, yeah.
For sure, right?
That's 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not hitting anyone.
Yeah. And it's similar to saying, okay, if I'm not gonna die, it means I'm a good player. Okay, I'm gonna FK in Fountain. I'm a great player. Really similar to that. Okay. Cool Draven Gaming. Yeah. Cool thing you could do here if you wanna farm this for free is just place chompers in front of him a couple seconds ago. And then you just get the farm for free because he has to go around, he can't hit you. And
yeah, misplayed mechanically.
Here you should just use chompers on him and flash to the side.
I should have flashed to the left, I think, but...
Or away, but... If you place chomper sooner, you might not have had to do anything anyway. Right?
Where should I have put them?
I would have put them like... The moment I see him going on me here, I would just throw them like right where he is. Or like max range. Just throw them there max range so he cannot go back, right?
Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Right. Use chompers. All
like,
caps.
Yeah, and you know, if they try to dive you, this happens a lot with driver players. They get cocky like this. And even today, if you have the patience, I think I played against Draven and something similar happened today. I remember. And it happens so many times against Draven when I'm just alone 1v1 against him.
Yeah.
They try to go for hits under turret, but if you just place the chompers like this under, like behind him, then he hits you, he goes back, he's rooting under turret, you W ult, he's dead. It's just so funny. It's so funny. It happens so many times. It's crazy. The Draven players are just nuts. Yeah, you want to use those chompers. Just I never used them. Two times already, right? A bad habit showed. You know.
Yeah.
That means we really need to fix it. It's high priority. Okay. Let's see what you do here with the wave.
I think I slow push this and then hard shove the next one.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I hard shove this.
It's almost a hard shove. If hard shove you wanna do it right away, you wasted like 2 seconds, but it's fine. The intention is good. It's okay. It's good. Because now Draven is stuck, right? And you can do things here. And I want to say, like, right now we should definitely go look for a fight if you do this. We should definitely, like, go.
Yeah, I think I rotated after this.
Yeah, but you should definitely just... Oh, Nafiri. We go. What are we doing here? What are we doing, man? Like, what? Right? You see? Like,
I didn't know where they're gonna go into our jungle, like where.
No, but this is, like, again, the... How to have confidence, right? You shove a wave, you know, okay, Draven is not gonna be here. Kiana might come, 4 versus 3 if everybody's here, right? We know it's good. We face check. We go right click next to Kindred right now. You click here and you go. Yeah. And sure, in this case, probably wouldn't matter. Maybe you would have hit the W, made the difference. Who knows? But as a habit, it's good to just know we have confidence.
Yeah.
And right now, again, why are we not going with the team, right?
The wave. I guess.
The wave is here, right? Like, whatever, right? So now you see this, and now you see your allies going, right? if you see your allies going, like this vision, like this whatever, it's only gonna reach up to here. Doesn't matter. Like you see your allies invading, and Draven is stuck. You wanna be here. You wanna go through the tribush. If you are unsure, you place chompers in the tribush in case you think Timo is there or whatever, and you just follow your team because you're stronger, right? You might have made a difference, who knows? Or you might have been in position like, or you might have spotted that, hey, I can ult. I think you could have ulted. What's her HP? Nafiri? Not really, but you know, you just got to be with the team whenever possible, especially if the enemy ADC is stuck under turret. Okay. And now we go and there's not much happening.
I try to bait them into a fight. It works.
Oh, the Janna tornado was super good.
And then the Fury ran down.
Now this is like you see the difference between last game and this game where okay, there's nothing to do bot right now, right?
Yeah.
Like you cannot get close to this, right? The wave is
No,
far, right? So right now you
Draven
say,
runs me down.
right now you say, okay, I can be here. You move,
Mm-hmm.
and because of it, huge, right? Look at this. It's crazy, right? You just carried because you went there with Janna, right? If you stayed bot like before, right? You would have died maybe bot or anything, right?
Yeah.
This was good. Good habit. You want this more often. You don't want this thing to be accidental. You want this to be every time when you can't actually do anything bot in a hard matchup. You just want to leave. Draven will don't connect. Okay, good. Okay, now we're back to 1v1. A lot of the games are gonna be 1v1 on bot. Unlucky. It's just how ADC is sometimes. Here I would again like place chompers behind him and basic attack him. If he wants to trade back, he's stuck. You win. Turret hits him. When he gets this close, you just don't want to let him really attack the turret that much. Chompers are such a powerful tool at defending the turret against one single target only. And here you don't recall, right? Because he's gonna perma shove. You wanna catch the wave. Here again, it's just place chompers ahead of him. He's not gonna be able to hit the turret, right? Here, place chompers and poke, right? Use W. You just wanna be more aggressive. Wanna use your tools, especially because you have the higher range. You don't need to be that afraid, especially because you got Janna next to you. Okay, they got Drake. Now Euromum is around. Okay, any action? Any action? Anything? He pushes. A lot of my bot lanes look like this, don't worry. All you can do is try to preserve as much turret HP as possible.
I don't know what that way was.
Nah, it's fine, you tried.
Right.
It's good, at least you tried. Until now you never tried to W him, right?
I guess.
That's good, right? It's good. Okay. You nice ult. Then Janak finishes, very good. And now we go bot because there's a wave.
I think I sniped the Fury, so...
Yeah, you did, it's really nice. And then Jana finished the job, this is good. Okay, now you
Yeah.
see Draven there, only Timo could be bot. I hope you just go bot here. Timo is top,
Timo's top, yeah.
this is fine, right? This is okay. In here, sure. You could have went mid right away here, in a way, right? You could go mid here. I think going mid here is good, because there's the mid wave. But going bot is not wrong, either. It's up to you. I would say because the turret is destroyed, you don't really want to be silent anymore. Mid-game began, right? Mid-game is started already.
Yeah.
So if there's wave mid, you want to be mid. Kiana is dead, right? So when Kiana respawns, if you're mid, she's going to go bot.
Yeah.
But if
we just had really good vision in the jungle, so I was like, I'm gonna push that, collect that wave, and then go mid.
yeah, but if you
that
do
was my thought
that,
process.
if you do that, the problem is that you collect bot, then you go mid, and then what does Kiana do?
Kiana goes bot, I guess.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
there's no wave for her anymore, right? You're stealing
I
resources
guess,
from her,
yeah.
right? Like the mid wave is yours, but the silence are not really yours anymore. You don't want to steal
yeah.
stuff from your teammates. That's the thing. But you know, if that's I would say, like, when it comes to habits, right? Good habits. Most of the time, staying mid is correct. Just practice that, right? If there's no turret bot anymore, and you spawn, your mid laner is dead, right? You go mid, or if there's nobody mid, you go mid, and then somebody else will go bot for sure. They see you mid, they will go bot. But if you still decide to stay, at least you know there's 3 of them dead. You see all of them, so you keep pushing. And in this case, you don't keep pushing. Why is that?
No, I stopped. I wanted to recall, but as soon as I saw Draven and Timo top, I continued pushing.
Let's take it slower. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so right there, I see Draven, I don't see Timo. So I keep pushing, but now I see Timo.
Yeah. So we see everyone, right?
Yeah.
We clearly see him. So we know, hey, look, all 3 of them are still dead. Why can't we just keep going?
I think I looked at the map a little bit too late. Like now I saw it, and then now I kept going in. I think if I looked at the map earlier, I would have kept pushing here.
Yeah, so this is closely tied to when to form those habits, or like when to watch the map, right?
Yeah.
You push this. I'm not looking at the map now. Okay, now look at the map. Oh, look, Timo Draven. Okay, I know to go bot. I instantly know, right? After you push a wave, you looked. Push a wave, look. Push a wave, look. And if you do that, the thing is that, like after you come from base here, the thing is that after you push this wave and you look at the map once, okay, I see Draven mid. Only Timo could be here. I push this, I look at the map. Okay, I see Draven. Okay, I go bot, get the wave. I don't look at the map at all. I push the wave.
I see Timo top now. Yeah.
I'm not even looking at the map yet. I finished this wave. Now I look. Now I see. Okay. The thing is that if you look at the map after every wave, it's way different than looking at the map only once. Like pause the game right now. We pause the game right now. We don't see Timo, right? But if in the live game we see Timo because we looked previously. So it's like you get information every time you watch the map, and you remember that information. It's not like in a replay you pause the game and I don't see Timo now. No, you know he's there, right? And this is why in a way this is kind of easier to do in a live game, because you just constantly look and adapt and see what's changing, compared to being here. Okay, we pause. What's up, right? Right now we don't know anyone is where anyone is. This is bad, right? Well, no, they just respawned. We know this is good, right? And turret here. If you went right away, I think you could have gotten a turret if you went right away. I'm pretty sure, right?
But I was thinking if Nefiri like went there right off spawn, she probably would have gone there in time.
Yeah, but if you didn't do this detour like this and back.
I agree.
Sure, right? Or if you went,
Timo kept appearing.
Yeah, or if you went mid right away, you wouldn't even be in this position. Kara would be here, maybe waiting for Nefiri to one shot Nefiri. Who knows, right? But it's important that we know we can do something better. It's good to know. It's like when there's something you can do better, it's good because you can improve. If you can't see why you can't win a fight, or something happens you don't know why you could have done better, that's when you have a problem. You want to see that, hey, I did a mistake here. That's good. I made mistakes. That's really good. Okay. Now this is a 3v4, so I agree with taking the fight quite slow.
I was very scared of a Mumu flash R.
Yeah, that's understandable. Like, taking this fight is slow is really correct. I like this. This is good. I would ult instantly right now, right? We waited too long.
Yeah, because he slowed.
Because you slowed him, but it's like whatever. The intention is good. You played slow. You didn't face tank. You didn't face check. You didn't frontline. Nafir is inting. Like,
yeah, T-Modi.
Cool. Right? You just flash that. It's good. You just want to play this slow, wait for teammates to come, and enemies are just giving you kills for free, right? This is so good. And you just pace the Draven. Correct. Nice. There you go. Like, how do you lose this game? You carry this. No way you lose. No way. Like,
the reason why is because the last Drake. That's why I asked you about Drakes, because they were 3 Drakes, and there was only one chance that we could take it to deny them soul. But the cost of us taking the Drake was top inhibitor, and like basically both of our Nexus turrets. So Camille's just backdoored.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a bit. A lot of the times it's just, you know, if you're gonna contest Soul, but you all die for it, it's not worth it really. Right?
It's more of like it was their soul, not ours. Like if we went to defend, they would get the soul, and then I don't know. Like should I give up?
I mean, if you can't win a fight, you just give up. It depends on the situation, right? We're gonna look at the situation and see.
Yeah, but wouldn't the game be over if they get soul anyways? Like
not necessarily. Not necessarily. Soul doesn't mean automatic win. It's not automatic win. Especially if you contesting soul means there's a really high chance you lose the fight. Let them take soul instead. Look for something else. Look for Baron maybe while they take soul. Look for pushing while they take soul. Anything. Like at least we get something in return if you can. If there's no way to fight soul. But you know what's even more crazy? Imagine we took that first Drake when we had the chance, right?
Yeah,
imagine we did it, right?
Back to like 25 minutes later.
Yeah, imagine how much time we would have bought. We might not have had to fight for soul, and you would have had time to just get all your items and carry the game, right? So one simple mistake can snowball out of control. It's insane, right?
That is insane.
It's so crazy when you think about it. It's super interesting. Honestly. Stuff is having fun. Even more of a reason to be more confident in yourself. These clowns are playing and you're at the level. Nah, you're gonna surpass them soon enough, don't worry. Okay. Turret, very good. I'm top, fighting for Herald, okay. You have to get mid-wave, and after you get mid-wave, you have to think. Okay, what's next? Kindred died, you see Camille bot, you see Navirion ward. You decide, okay, we are outnumbered at Herald, you don't go Herald, really good. You try to kill Camille. You see how this is like really good? Like you see how great of a decision this was? Because if you go here, you do nothing. You went here instead, you got a kill.
Yeah, that was doomed.
This was really well played. Really good macro here. That's what you want. Non-stop every game. Decision like this, and you're just gonna make them more often. The more you play, the more you think about enemies as just some numbers, and that's it. And trying to fight out and try to find the fights where you outnumber the enemies.
That's the fury.
I mean, why don't you just hit the dog right now? You place chompers here and you just go hit
she one-shots me.
But like, if you place chompers here, she can't. No?
No, she E's faster before chompers activate.
No, you place them now. You place them now, then you walk up.
Oh, now and then walk up. Okay. Yeah, I could have done that. Another chompers moment.
And you have Runar, so if you hit her and the dogs, the Runar deals more damage to her. So Runar counters the dogs like crazy. It's insane, right? It's crazy how much Runar counters the dogs. That's why I love this item so much. But yeah, like, same thing as you see this situation against Draven, right? Place chompers, fight him, because there's chompers there already, right? He's screwed. Same thing here. Here, I'm placing chompers right now. Boom, they are here. Now I walk up. And I just start hitting her, hit the minion, hit her with Runan. She cannot do anything about it. He's screwed. If he tries to engage, chompers are there. He's screwed. That's it. It's crazy. Yeah, just rely on them a bit more. Because right now, if you look at your team, I think chompers are the only thing you can rely on. Let's be honest. Right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I always say, like, don't blame teammates and so on. But sometimes it's just team gap. It is what it is. But it doesn't mean you can carry. Or at least try to.
Right.
Okay. Don't steal that from Kindred. Not nice. She smites. You don't want to steal resources anyway.
I autopiloted there, so
it's not nice.
I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I was just want to be as nice as possible in League. And especially when it comes to buffs, right? They got the buff sharing system. So you better use it. Let the jungler last it. And why I say that? Well, because junglers get a lot more XP than you do if they last it. So we are wasting resources if we steal camps in front of our junglers. Sure, if the jungler is doing crags and they go top whatever and you're here taking grab, I mean, when the jungle is back to bot, Gromp is going to be alive again. For sure, you want to take Gromp. It's just maximize resources, right? It's good.
Yeah,
But
I autopiloted there. I didn't mean to be mean to him.
Yeah, it's good that you know. It's fine. And look, Amumu pinged Jinx alive. It means they see you as a threat. It means you can actually carry the game. Good. And you see what happened because we did this?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see how
Yeah.
I see how your actions control teammates? It's insane how we actually make our teammates troll us. It's crazy.
Now, the thing is, this game is that despite everyone's inting, I haven't said anything, Chad. Haven't question mark anyone. Not
good.
once this game.
That's
This is the first mistake I did this game, like in terms of communication, and
it's
it
enough.
was an accident.
And it's
and
enough.
it was enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine you type in chat. Oh no.
No. That's over.
Oh, it's over. They just stay in base. It's over.
Yeah.
Right? They just stay in base. Okay. I'm just glad your mentality is fine, because having a good mentality is the first step to just climbing. If you don't fix mentality, it's going to be way harder. But you don't have this issue. It's good. Okay, you stay for the wave. You don't go back. Good. Yeah, sometimes AFKing is the right choice. In this case, I agree. The longer the game goes on, the better it is for you. You get more items and so on. And it's not like you can face check anything here, so.
No, I can't. No camps to take. No side lanes to take.
And if you go side lane, the wave is gonna push. You don't have
and
time.
then they're gonna take mid turrets because the Fury's.
And the dog is. I don't know. They waste Herald. It's so good for you guys. But now, okay, let's talk about tempo, right?
Yeah.
So allies are doing things. If you recall,
Yeah.
You're not doing things, right?
I think I was sitting on a lot of gold. I think that's why I recalled, because I was on the map for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but you don't need gold to get the next wave after Camille takes it, right?
Probably not, no. And I saw a Fury, I see everyone like topside. So.
In this case, luckily, they don't shove the wave instantly, so you don't lose it. So, in this case, the recall was fine. Don't overthink it, it's fine. You lost nothing, it's okay. Not that bad of a recall, it's okay. Okay, they do Baron. Now it's our time to shine. They do Baron, we are outnumbered. What did we learn about this? Right?
Yeah.
Mid-wave, right?
And I'm fresh with items from base.
You have 3 items, right?
Yeah, I got IE. That was a massive power spike for me.
Oh my god. So, okay, let's recap this fight a little. Okay, 2 allies are dead. Jhin, I would say, okay, we don't go Baron, right? But, you know, if you feel like, okay, it's now or never, Nafiri top, this is the best chance we have. Okay, we commit and see what happens, right? This is again back to that principle of, okay, I need to do something or we lose the game, so I'm gonna commit. Commit all the way, we go in here, we try to win. We are ahead. And yeah, this is like really nuts. The combo you had here is insane. You kill Dragon too. And suddenly, like, there's no way you lose the game. Enemies are tilted. There's no way, come on. Great success. Good. And the dog is Brom Wing.
She still killed Cyan after emoting. I don't even know.
Well, here you shouldn't even care about this. You should just go mid. You don't make a difference here, do you? Not at all. Mid-wave priority. We lose the mid-wave for no reason here, you see? This was not supposed to be. Okay. Okay, let's see now. Okay, Swain. Not Swain. Cyan is gonna spawn soon. No TP, but oh well. Mid-wave, AFK for a bit because there's nothing to do. Allies are not on tempo. You wait. This is correct. Mid-wave is coming. You wanna get the mid-wave, not go bot. Wanna get mid-wave, not go bot. If you fight here, it's 3 versus 5. Even if Camille teleports, it's still you are outnumbered because of this. So, wanna be really careful in these fights. Sure, if you see Camille bot and Kiana and Cyan are here, Okay, this is 4v4 right now because you saw Camille bot. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is really good. I think you actually noticed. You look like you actually noticed it in this game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you noticed. This is why I don't go over this in detail because I just know you saw it. This is good.
Yeah.
But you want to see this every single time, right? This might have been a
that's
lucky clutch, right?
What I struggle with is that sometimes they appear on the map for like 1 millisecond, and I miss that. And because I missed that, I could have done a play that would have been very good if I noticed it.
Well, for that, where's OBGG? How many games do you play? 100. I mean, I would say like this is like one reason why playing, having like a really small champ pool is so good. For example, you play Ven and Jinx only. When you are taking waves, for example, you can actually start picking, like start looking at the map for a little bit. If you attack waves, you look at the map, look at the map, attack at the map. For starters, as a habit, after you get a wave, you look at the map. That's a good starter habit. But if you just play the same champion, you don't really need to focus that much on the minion wave. Because you know how to get that minion wave. You've been through that situation like 1,000 times already, right? So you just autopilot take the wave every single time correctly because you just know how to already. And meanwhile, look on the map. So you have less of a chance to miss the enemies appearing on the map, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Try to do that. Try to implement that. While you hit the wave, you basic map, right? Or a couple basics, a bit of map. Try to do that. See how it goes. But for starters,
set up like a timer.
And like more
every
like
half a second, I look there.
Not even half a second. Time it to your auto attacks, maybe. Right? Maybe do that. But
my 2.5 attack speed attacks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Every like 5 attacks, look at the map. Maybe.
Okay.
Or first of all, start with just watching the map after every wave and before every wave. Right? That's the starter.
Okay.
Then you start adding on top of that more advanced stuff. Okay. And I
also noticed. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, that's all. It will just improve if you just keep adding slowly over time more stuff.
I just realized that like my minimap was 0% size. So in the settings.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Try to increase it by like a couple % every game and just make it bigger every game. And it's not gonna feel odd, right? You don't want to eat instantly, it's a bit odd. Like a couple % every game larger.
Yeah.
You could do that. And it's just gonna get used to it. Because I feel like bigger map is more helpful. I never really click on the map. I never miss click on the map. I don't think anybody does anyway. I don't think I have the issue of clicking on the map.
Very rarely I miss my ults because of it though.
It's rarely. It's like the benefits are much larger, much greater of having it larger than missing a couple times. So here, okay. Let's look here, okay. Some of them dead. Janasa ended. Okay, it's a 3v3. How do we play this? Well, it's not even 3v3 because Kiana's not here, but
I'm trying to kite for them, but I'm scared that Fury is walking up, so I'm just piecing out, but then I'm still dead.
Yeah, but I think you can tell how you can actually survive this.
Chompers.
Okay, so how about this interesting idea of we place chompers here or on top of us and we keep focusing Camille, right? If Nafiri goes, the chompers stop Nafiri. And we kill Camille, we get passive, Nafiri stuck in chompers. Or even better, like she doesn't even use the dash in the chomper, she just goes around.
I kill Camille, I get the resets, I kill them both.
Yeah, and Kindred has ult anyway, right?
Oh, Amumu's behind.
Yeah, but still, you would have killed Camille if you committed and used chompers. You would have for sure killed Camille here, right? Or even better, you'd be just in Kindred ult, which is much better than dying, right? So against Assassins, I would say do your best to die next to your teammates. There you go, right? If you can survive, die next to your teammates. That's important.
But it's Kindred 112. It's like, I don't know.
No, but even the 112 Kindred can kill a no HP Nafiri from Kindred.
I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
Right here, if you see Nafiri, if you know, okay, I can run under that, she's gonna kill me. Just place your chompers, go for this commit, right? If you're gonna fight, you'd better commit all the way, right? Or even now, it's not even too late to place chompers right now. Even now, it's not too late. See, you would have stopped it. Now it's just way too late. So this is again closely tied to the first game. Okay, mid game starts. What do I need to care for? Camille E, Amumu engage, Q, and Nafir engage. That's all, nothing else. How do we stop Nafir engage? Use chompers before she can do the whole animation. She has like an animation, right?
Yeah.
So when you see animation happening, you use chompers instantly on yourself, then you run. So now chompers are between you and her, and she doesn't have time to do it because she's gonna get stopped. Boom! Instantly know what to do when you see that animation of her screaming or whatever that animation is. And when it comes to Amumu and Camille, you just need to be wary of their position. Wait in the back until you see where they are. When you see where they are, you just try not to get in the range, or at least try to just have those chompers in place beforehand. Right?
Yeah.
And if anything, just stay next to teammates is much better than running away alone. But it's good to know again that you could have actually done better here. It's good. Really good.
Yeah.
There's room to improve.
And I would have been able to do so much pressure if I killed them there.
Yeah, you would have gotten this Drake, right? You would have gotten this Drake if you killed them there. And here you just kill them if you know what you need to watch out for. Right? It's too fast.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you know you need to watch out for Nafir animation, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go on Kabil here. If Nafir does the animation, I place chompers, right? Chompers
I
are
should
down,
do the
you kill
chompers. I saw Q from the Mumu, so I should have went on Camille, then...
Yeah, like Camille would have been dead. Nafir comes here, you're next to Kindred.
Yeah.
Both of you take Nafir low HP. And once the Kindred ult expires, if one of you dies, Nafir should die too. No problem.
I mean, even here, I could have chompered sooner, and then she would get stunned under the tower, and I would kill her and everyone else afterwards. Anyways.
Yeah, so it's like, remember the Swiss cheese model? First mistake, not staying here. Second mistake, not using choppers here. And now it's too late. But if you do anything better, doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, we would have gotten Drake for sure as well after that. Would have been much better.
We get it anyways.
Oh, I get it anyways.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Draven? What the hell? Okay, so... Okay.
This is the Drake I was talking about, because he gets her top inhib, and I'm going for Drake because I just...
Okay,
if I don't want to take any chances of them getting it, because if in my mind, if they get stolen, game's over anyways. I don't know. Maybe it's the wrong mentality to have, but...
Okay, so let's think. Okay, I'm just gonna do real time here, actually. Let's see when you spawn.
Yeah.
Okay, we see Draven. You look at allies. Nafiri just died. And you see them doing this, okay? Allies are engaging. Drake is almost full HP. And now we are thinking, okay, Draven is pushing top. And they are kind of fighting here, okay? You might be like, okay, I may want to fight. Okay, I want to go. Good. How about... remember in like early... we had an example where you went bot instantly?
Yeah.
But you could have went mid to fight or whatever. So I said you should go here first, then make the decision, right?
Yeah.
So we are in a position where there's the top being pushed and the Drake on the table. So we go here. We go mid here. And once we reach this point, okay, do I need to be Drake or do I go top? Let's go forward. Let's say you clicked mid lane. Because I'm pretty sure you noticed Draven. I'm pretty sure, right? You just decide, okay, Drake. So right now you reach mid lane, okay? And you look here again.
That looks doomed for them.
There's no way, like, even if allies are fighting here forever and they just come and they die, like, Kindred is gonna be here and start and she gets it. Right?
Yeah.
And like Draven is not even there, so your teammates are 4 versus 3 maximum. And that the third is Amumu, like non-existent, right?
Yeah.
So if you want mid here, you would have had options to just go back. Life is good, right? So when faced with like a decision that's split across the map, go in the middle first, then make a decision. Right? If you need to choose between bot and top, go here, then make a decision. Right? That's gonna help you. Just wanna be in between to give yourself options.
So let me write that down. When in doubt, go mid.
Honestly, that's even better. When in doubt, go mid, because from the middle you can just go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's closer. When in doubt, go mid, then analyze and try
Yeah.
to think what's a better solution. Really, really good mentality to do that.
Yeah, that I didn't even see him there. I'll be honest.
How did that happen?
My camera was like way up above that. I didn't expect that. Yeah.
Oh, that's a mechanical mistake. I don't like talking about mechanical mistakes too much. It's fine. You learn from it. It's okay. When he Drake, you scab right in the middle. Boom. There you go. I mean, even losing Hibia is not that bad. They don't end, don't they? They don't. Oh well. Yeah, but it's so cool how this game, you see how you could have gotten a Drake early, you could have done... Oh no, I think
could have prevented...
Could have
Draven
prevented...
from getting your base, yeah.
But you would have saved this whole turret, not just these two turrets.
Yeah.
You would have saved the whole inhib, because you hit the wave twice and it's gone.
Yeah.
It's good to know that, look how many things we can actually do in a game. With when our top laner died 12 times, our jungle died 13 times, and guess what? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Because you can actually carry by yourself with good macro, not even good mechanics. And like, if anything, like games like this just give me hope in the ADC role, because you actually can have so much impact. People say ADC is so bad right now, but I disagree completely. I think ADC is one of the strongest roles in my opinion. But it's not for everyone. It's the most forgiving as well, and it's the most like patience required role.
Yes,
I agree with that. If you don't have patience, you should not play ADC.
Yeah.
You saw how you play this game. Mid AFK, mid AFK, mid AFK, mid AFK, laning phase. Wave AFK, wave AFK. It's just...
Yeah.
But that's the correct play. Because you played like this, you got 12 kills and 3 deaths. That's great. Right? Yeah. But it's not for everyone. But because you like it already, you're used to it, that's good. Very good. And Nafiri keeps doing the emote.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about this side engage? What do you think about it?
I'm not following up because Nafiri can be like on over the wall and chickens, and I'm dead immediately.
If you just look at allies, well, it's like only 4 anyway, and you're back there, and Shanna is dead. You look at enemies. You know one is here, but 4 of them could be here, right? You know that. If you look at the wave, you know the waves have not crashed yet. You don't need to be here yet. In a bit, yeah, but not right now. And if you look at objectives, there's no objectives, so you don't need to be here. Boom, right?
I didn't want to leave base at all because we have open access and the Fury's in like top jungle. I mean, well now I see her, but I don't know where all the members are, and like Timo or Camille can backdoor.
Yeah, another good
Timo's
reason.
dead now.
Like another good reason for it, just sit. Yeah, exactly. Open nexus, right?
Yeah.
But you being here, I think you would have done nothing anyway. So you are doing the right thing right now. AFK is correct sometimes. It's good. And arguably you could go top, but it's risky. You don't want to go top. Fine.
Yeah.
Like now you see Amu, Camille, Timo dead. You know Nafir is here, Draven here. Okay, we know stuff now. So now if you look, like if Nafir is here or whatever, we can look for a fight. That's good to know. And this position, I would love to see somebody going bot. So you catch this, so you should go mid to catch the wave. And you do. And now tempo again, right? Open nexus, yes. I agree. But it's like if teammates take a fight here and you're not, they lose.
Yeah, and they get Baron, we lose anyways.
And also you can look at the map and know they are not gonna backdoor really. Because you see Amumu, Timo, right? Like you see all of them. I saw Camille going as well. So you just know, hey, it's like, and as you said, like if the allies lose the fight without you, they will win anyway.
Yeah.
And if anything, you can just ping here, or like, do you have a ward? Yeah, if anything, you drop the control ward here, then you go. So Cyan can teleport if Camille goes for it, right? There you go.
Right. I didn't think of that, of placing your word.
So does Camille actually try to backdoor? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but the thing is that we are in that situation of, I talked about this to them, pretty sure, like, you are kind of in between. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't commit to anything. That's not good, right? So in your mind, Camille could backdoor, and I agree. Like, I said, like, ward here, try to fight, you know, hopefully 70 TPs, you don't lose the game yet, because Camille. But if you're just unsure and you know, like, you just know Camille will end before the TP can come through, okay, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here. And I'm not gonna commit. And guess what you did? Neither.
Yeah, this is like
things.
this is like it took Tsung in chess. There's just no matter what I do, it's terrible.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, it's like a lose situation.
Yeah.
But you don't want to take the third one, which is you like even worse, of doing nothing, right?
Yeah.
So in these
I
situations,
don't know.
you just want to commit. You want to commit to something. If you think she is gonna backdoor, you stay here. You're not moving from here. You're gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Or you could use your control ward. That's gonna help. Yeah. And here you see her. How come you don't back off?
Here at Tunnel Visions. I just didn't.
Oh, you're looking here.
I completely. I was trying to see where everyone's positioning and the fight is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. But you know, I feel like we wouldn't have gotten into this position again if this wouldn't have been taken in the first place, right? And that's good to remember. So, like, this position is something that shouldn't really happen to you ever. But at the same time, we can learn from this because it's closely tied to you not committing to a play. You're in between defending and being here. So what happens is, like, you stay here too long, you commit way too late anyway. So you just want to have more confidence and do something and just stick with it so you learn from it.
It just seems so unfair though. Like I did these like 5 mistakes and then Nafir was into the entire game and I still lose the game.
Yeah, but if you didn't do those 5 mistakes, I feel like you would have won. Like, I'll be honest, I think you would have won because you just outscared so crazy. Kindred's becoming super strong now.
Yeah, she has the 3 items.
Assassins fall off, especially when you have Kindred. With Kindred ult, Assassins fall off really hard, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like you actually would have won this game if you played that. Yeah, this is really good to know. It's really good.
I don't know, but it's like every second game I have is like this. It's so painful. Like I have to have absolute total concentration to not do any of those mistakes, and it's just I'm mentally exhausted after like 3 games.
Yeah, me too. I know. But you know, that's the difference between somebody that's ready to climb and improve and somebody that's not, right? Because I actually like this. I explained this in another coaching session as well. I want to say it again. It's like, can you like link me your main account so I can look at like the past ranks, for example? Because I'm curious to see.
My main account?
Yeah, because for example,
Bambi clause.
Bambi, like this.
Clause, yeah.
And
B and C are capitalized.
that doesn't really matter.
At 1810.
1810. Oh, okay. Like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I was Emerald. I dropped to like. Wait, I'll just send it to you.
Okay, just send it. Thank you.
I was Emerald, and then I don't know. I went into such a massive lose streak where I don't know what happened, but like they were Iron players, even though I was like in Plat.
Okay.
So I don't know. The account is just messed up MMR wise. So I'm just using it for jungling and like learning top lane or something.
Yeah. So oh wait, you started only a year ago?
2022.
My God, this
Is when I
feels
started.
really. Oh my God, because yeah, I wanna say like let's start with my account. I started 2020, like 2013, right? So it's like I wanna say that everybody starts league and plays at their own pace and plays for fun, and eventually they play solo queue and they reach a rank where they are stuck. And in my
Yeah.
case, you can tell I plateaued at diamond, right? Silver, gold, plat, diamond, diamond. I just plateau, right? That's when I said,
Yeah.
okay, that's it. That's when I realized I need outside help to improve.
Yeah.
That's what I needed, and that's what I did, right? And for some people, it's diamond. I think I'm just lucky that it was diamond for me. For a lot of people, it's lower, like emerald, like platinum, like gold, like silver. Doesn't matter. What matters is that until that point, everything is fine. We're improving, we're learning the game, everything is good, and we're having fun. No problem, right? But when
Yeah.
you reach that plateau and you wanna surpass it, you gotta be ready to see League as more of a game, like to see solo queue as something you need brain power for. You can't just disconnect your brain and like you're playing Minecraft. You just play Minecraft, disconnect brain, just have fun, whatever, right?
Yeah.
No, in League, it's constant information overload. You get the map, information, make decision, decision. You have to think a lot. It's like, how many calories does chess burn? Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I think I need to eat more. I think that's the problem.
Okay. So apparently, chess players lose a ton of calories because the brain is a muscle, and so they burn a lot of calories because they think constantly, right? And up until this point, right, you are just having fun. You're not burning any calories. But once you start climbing, going crazy, applying these mechanics, overload, it's more than a game. It's like an actually physically draining ability.
It is,
activity, right? That's what you gotta remember.
It's like 3 games. After that, I just can't. I'm dead.
And
that's why I have so many losses, because I tried to do more than that, and I just no, I can't.
Yeah, so I want to say just like the plateau where we stop is different for everyone. Also, when we stop playing, or like how many hours we can play in a row, is also different for everyone. So, for example, in my case, right? Let's take this day by day. Let's say like the games I played 2 days ago, right? We start off really well. Unlucky, bad teammates, whatever. Oh well, we win one. Boom, boom, boom. And here, my last 2 games, they are defeats, but I played really well, right?
Yeah.
But this is when I reached the 4-hour mark. And I said, okay, this is it. I'm stopping.
Okay.
Even though I played well. But after that, I know I need to stop. I played bad. Yesterday, I go like this, boom, boom, boom. And boom, I stop here. Okay, it's been 4 hours, I stop. Great. Today, lucky win streak, boom, 4 hours, I stop. Great. Because what happens is, I don't even know if I can find one of those days, but when I played too much and I just had really bad games at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
And I think I can show this to you on League of Graphs. I think I saw it in patterns. And win rate per hour of day. You see this? This is 1 p.m. 80% win rate. It's because I didn't play that many games at 1 p.m. It's like whatever. But you usually start 2 p.m. around 60-ish. 3 p.m. around 50-ish more. 4 p.m. around 50, 60, right? This is 5 p.m. is still good. 6 p.m., 7 p.m. You can tell I'm mentally exhausted. I'm not playing well anymore. Look at my win rate. It's below 50.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, 4 hours. I stop. That's it. That's my limit. I cannot do more. Every time I try to do more, I can't. I just can't win. I'm mentally drained. I can't. Right? So for you need to find that limit yourself. Because you play in the evening, right? I don't like playing in the evening. I play bad in the evening. I
Yeah, me
noticed.
too. I think I'll just do it in the morning, like 2 games or how much I can fit in before, and then I go to my classes.
Like if you want, you could, like, I don't know. Like the thing about League and climbing League is that you kind of have to make sacrifices in a way. Not like human sacrifices, of course, but for me the sacrifice was when I started doing this for the first time. I used to play, like just like you play in the mornings more,
Yeah,
because after I wake up, I'm fresh. I can think better.
yeah.
And so I went to bed earlier so I can wake up early, play League, and then do my responsibilities in life.
Yeah.
But because I did this, I had to go to bed earlier, which means less time with friends in the evening. Right? That's what I
Damn.
sacrificed.
I
But
mean,
I was ready
fair.
to do it.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to achieve something in life, you need to sacrifice something. It's like every positive has a negative, or whatever. Every action has a reaction in a way, right?
Yeah.
So, gotta see what's more important for you, basically. But
No, I understand.
honestly, like going to bed like 1 hour earlier so you can fit one more game there in the morning, that shouldn't be too big of a sacrifice. And I think you could start with that, and
Yeah, just
just
yeah.
have a schedule, basically. Scheduled playing helped me the most in being more
Okay.
consistent. Right? Right now this season it shows, because I only play between these hours. It shows I'm actually consistent. I'm actually climbing with 55 win rate because I'm just consistent. I have this scheduled, and I know I'm not tired when I play. But whenever I try to play in the evening, I'm just horrible. I shouldn't do it. Okay.
So, what would you say, like, to summarize, what are my biggest things I need to improve on if I want to get to diamond?
So before the minions spawn, you wanna just make sure you are doing something active. You're not seeing another turret. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then when it comes to the level 2 strategy, right? You get level 2, you wanna go there before the last minion dies, because otherwise you're too late. Don't be afraid of
Okay.
scaring the enemies. If an enemy doesn't recognize you're about to get level 2, they won't back off even if you go closer to them. They don't know. They won't back off. Don't be afraid of scaring them. Just go. And after that,
Okay.
after you get the second wave, get vision in case you get ganked, then you'll worry about the third wave. That's just a nice habit to have. No worries. And in games where they just push against you, like it happened, I think in last game, I'm not sure if I remember correctly, but just play under turret and use those chompers, right? If they make a mistake, stay too deep under a turret, use chompers, try to catch them. If you play Jinx, if you play Vayne, just basic Q away and then you bait them closer to your turret, or who knows, be creative, like see what you can do. But just play around like the strengths and weaknesses of the matchup in the early game. See what abilities they have, the strongest abilities, what strong abilities you have, and only think about those. Don't think about, oh, Samira has Q, and that doesn't matter. Samira has W, that's big, right? And once they use some of those key abilities, it means, hey, it's green light. We can actually go fight, fist fight, and we should win by just by right clicking because they have nothing. That's more for early game. Then we saw you this situation a lot where enemies are freezing. If enemies are freezing, you try to look for something. Roam mid, go void grabs, go Drake, do something else, because you staying bot does not help. You don't fix anything.
That's if I can't break the freeze.
If you can
right?
break the freeze, do something else. Like just do
Yeah.
something else, right? Or even if you can
Okay.
break the freeze, if you see a reason to go Drake, instantly do it. If you know it's free Drake, do it. The faster you do it, the better. Because if you wait longer, it might not be free anymore. They might catch on.
So does it mean that I shouldn't be freezing often either? Because my enemies might be thinking the same way.
That depends on your jungler, right? Because if your jungler is bot, you could try to freeze to gank, to get a gank. Right? But if your jungler is top, for example, you freeze because it's like even if you push, like your jungler is not here, you're not going to do Drake anyway, right? Like how can you do Drake if your jungler is top? You can't. So even if you push, the jungler can just go Drake, enemy jungle goes Drake, and enemy bot just comes. They say screw the
Yeah.
wave, they kill you. You can't contest that Drake without the jungler, right?
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to
Okay.
freeze if it makes sense. Like if your jungler is pinging Drake and is going towards Drake, right? You don't wanna freeze because you wanna be there in case something happens. That's when you should not freeze. But otherwise, yeah, freezing is generally a good thing you can do for sure. Personally, I
Okay.
just like pushing because I like going places. I like having vision. If I push, I can set up vision. I can get Drakes. It's much nicer. And I can have prio. My teammates don't get tilted if I have prio. That's another thing to remember. Okay. That's more early game stuff.
And then mid to late game, I just my macro should be like when in doubt, go mid, and then based off of that, I need to decide where I want to go.
Extract information from the map, then make a decision.
Yeah.
Remember, League for an ADC is a turn-based game. You get that mid wave, then it's your turn to do something. If that something is AFK, like you had last game, so be it. But worst thing you can do is do something when you're not supposed to. Look at the map, look at what allies are doing. Do what allies are doing as well. If they are recalling, you recall. If you want to recall, allies are looking for a fight. And like an enemy is dead, for example, it's 5v4. You don't recall for an item. You don't need that item to win. You just keep staying. And you see me I learned this thing kind of recently this month, like last month. Like I stay with like 4,000 gold as well because allies want to do Drake when the enemy ADC is dead. I'm staying with the Drake. I'm staying with the team doing Drake. We take the 5v4 fight and we win. And I made a difference because I was there. But if I were to recall, we would have lost. Who cares if I had 4,000 gold in the bank? Doesn't matter. You being there is more important. Prio and tempo is more important than anything else in the game, in my opinion. Nothing else matters as much as tempo, playing with teammates. That's the most important part.
Okay.
And when there's like a bad fight, 4v5, your ally like one of your ally dies, and allies wanna do something, a Drake, you ping them off, you ping mid, you go mid, push mid, do anything else. Anything else is better. Unless the game is like legit doomed and you have to take a 4v5 banner because otherwise it's nothing to do and you just get a nice Kiana engage, you ult. Sure, test your limits sometimes, for sure. But generally, don't go for bad fights. And how do you know it's a bad fight? You count. Right? You count up to 5. That's all. It's simple, right? It's not that hard. That's why I like simplifying League. And doing this allows me to actually be able to play 4 hours well. If I were not simplifying League like this, I think I would do 2 hours max, and that's it. I couldn't do more. Make it as simple as possible on you, right? Just keep it simple, straightforward, focus on what's important. Because if you think of the game like I do and simplify everything and just count, yeah, sure, you might miss some details. You might miss some like 4v5 Drakes that you could take. But those are the exceptions, right? We don't care about exceptions that much. At least not right now for you. Below Diamond. Because below Diamond, if you play consistently, you have good habits, and you keep doing it every game, you're gonna reach Master eventually. You just refine them long enough. Because you're never gonna die. You're never gonna join a bad fight. You're only gonna join good fights. So it's impossible for you to not reach Master if you just become a perfect habitual player. After that, sure, exceptions matter a lot. I agree. But you don't have to worry about it right now. It's fine.
Yeah, the goal is, I guess, to as long as I play consistently, then I'll have above like 60% win rate or something, and that's enough to climb.
It's enough to climb, exactly. You just need more. You don't need more at all.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Thank you.
What is?
I was also just had one last question about my champ pool. Is it okay for Diamond or Master to reach Diamond or Masters, or do I need to pick up some like early game ADCs because I feel like I have no pressure early with these guys at all?
But in the first game you reviewed, you saw how much pressure you could have had with Vayne, right?
Yeah, but like I mean, if they weren't trolling and they had like, I don't know, Draven Nautilus, and then I would have no prior ever early game.
Yeah, but I feel like it's pretty much proven already that you can reach challenger with every single champion in the game, right? And your goal is not even that. Your goal is diamond, which should be really, really achievable if you just have good habits. You can do this, and I should do a challenge. I play Soraka until master, Soraka ADC, just buy crit items. That would be funny to see. To just prove, hey, champion legit doesn't matter, guys. Stop complaining. Right? That's what I should do.
That would be good content.
Funny, yeah. But honestly, like the most important part is: do you enjoy Jinx? Do you enjoy Vayne? Yes or no? Yes. That's all you need.
They're my 2 favorite ADCs, and also Xayah, but I'm not that good on her.
Okay, so you play Jinx, Vayne only, depending on what's happening. For you, I would say, see what your teammates are hovering. If your teammates have like an actual nice team comp with front to back, you have tanks, right? Okay, we play Jinx. But if your team hovers Nocturne jungle, and your mid lane is like Akali, and your top is a Bruiser or something, or Action, or who knows? Okay, I'm going Vayne. I'm not playing Jinx with assassins in my team. I can't, right?
Yeah.
I can't. That's what you could do. Try to draft around that. And that might help you. I feel like you can OTP your way to Challenger, no problem. Or any division, doesn't matter. But draft is important as well. The higher up in division you go, the more important it is. But at the same time, draft is always less important than how you play itself, right? That's more important. How you play. That's the most important part.
Right.
And this is why, like I say, like Soraka to master is really doable. I think somebody already did it for sure. For sure, they just did record it or whatever. They just did it for fun, and for sure they did it. There's no doubt, because champions don't matter as much.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, as long as you enjoy a champion, again, you build that consistency. You get waves without thinking about it. You get more CS, and also you enjoy the game more. It's less draining for you, and you focus on the game, not on the champion, and that's super good. So just stick to these 2 ADCs. You enjoy them, keep playing them. It's gonna be good.
Okay. Yeah, that was about all. I can see how I could have won the Jinx game. I don't really see how I could have won the Vayne game though, but
you still could have done at least a bit better.
I could have done better, yeah.
That's good. That's all you care about, right? Some games are unwinnable, I agree, for sure.
Yeah,
but make them as close to winnable as possible, right?
Well, I guess even though my entire team was running it down, I still was very ahead. So if I get human teammates next game and they play the same way, like also get ahead and everything, then I'll probably just win that game.
Yeah, again, it's about consistency, because I'll show this example as well. This exact example, like what happened to me a couple of days ago, right? Here, at the end of the day here, I said, okay, guys, I'm going to stop here. It's been 4 hours, no problem. But also I said, these games, my teammates were not human. Unlucky, right? But guess what? If I play consistently now, it won't matter. And why is that? Well, if you look at this, win rate is 55%. Let's say it's 55, so 56. 56, it's easier to count. It means out of 100 games, I win 55 of them and I lose 45 of them, right? 45 wins, that's a lot, right? But the order in which it happens is not important, right? You could lose 10 in a row, go win, lose, and then like win 15 in a row. But while you are in this loss streak here, I felt horrible.
Yeah.
I felt super bad. I felt like, oh my God, this affected me. This drained me mentally. But at the same time, I just remembered exactly what I told you. Like, I knew, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it if I go back to the stream. I just know, hey guys, look, it's gonna get better. It's gonna change. The order in which these games happen doesn't matter. All that matter is, in general, how much you win, how much you lose, right?
Monk mentality.
Monk mentality is gonna save you a lot of trouble in League, trust me. It's so effective. It might seem cringe and funny, but you know, it works.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep doing it. It works, right? It's good. Great. So if any other questions come up, DM me, come to Twitch, ask me live. I don't mind answering questions, of course. And yeah, it was really good. I wish you good luck. I knew you can do it.
Thank you.
See how I can fit it around your schedule better, because yeah, League is more fun the more you learn it, I would say. I'm just gonna enjoy the game a lot more from now on, I believe, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's like it's very fun just when you start playing it because you're like, just learning the very like basics, and there's so many champions that are fun.
Yeah.
And then it gets pretty miserable, but then when you learn,
Yeah, when you plateau,
those
it's
things,
miserable. Exactly. When you plateau,
yeah.
it's miserable.
But then, yeah,
But
it
now
starts to
it
get fun when
starts.
you really
Yeah,
understand it.
exactly. It starts to become even more fun now.
Yeah.
And that's why I play the
All
game
right,
every day. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
I'll keep your suggestions in mind. I have it written down,
Nice.
and hopefully I will get to diamond.
Yeah, for sure. Just remember, one step at a time. It won't happen overnight, of course. You know how it is. Patience,
Yeah.
daily grind. It's gonna take months. For me, it took like a year to go from hardstack diamond to actually tasting GM challenger, right? But for you, it might take one year to just go from like blood emerald to the diamond, right? It's fine, no big deal. It's okay. Don't stress it. Take things at your own pace. It's all good.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Have a good day.
See ya. Take care.